Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Opening Call here on TopstepTV. You got JD in the house, myself as well. Let's get right into it. We're a couple minutes behind. Thank you so much for your patience. But we had PC coming out a little lighter than expected, 0.1% versus 0.2% core, that is, forecasted. But also we got, what else did we have? JD. We also had, we've got Hammock speaking right now as well. We got Fed speakers that aren't even on the schedule speaking. This Hammock saying that we were on hold, or this one voted for a hold in this last FOMC meeting. JD, let's get right into it. Markets are moving. We're seeing a little bit of an uptick. I know we got to get right into the chart talk because we're running a little bit behind. So JD, let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, for sure. We also got the consumer sentiment number coming out at 9 o'clock Central Time. University of Michigan consumer sentiment. Fake years recount at noon Central Time. And today is the quadruple witching.
Oh, boy.
Which is actually just a triple witching because we don't trade single stock futures in the United States anymore. So you're looking for stock index futures, stock index options, and stock options all expiring today. What can you expect from that? Expect a little boost in volatility as traders close and roll out of those positions, offset positions. Markets can get a little swing happy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Look for higher volume too as traders adjust positions, and it just leads to a little bit of a surge in volume. And look for movement in the market. Again, volatility, significant price movements. It'll typically occur as everything starts to expire towards the end of the day. So keep that into account as we're trading throughout the day. Overnight, we had markets in Asia close mostly lower. Shanghai down 0.06%, Nikkei down 0.29%, and the Hang Seng down 0.16%. In Europe, stocks are currently trading lower this morning, significantly lower. We got the FTSE down 1.21%, DAX down 1.16%, and the CAC down 1.4%. Dollar index, U.S. dollar index, currently sitting at 108.04, down 0.34%. VIX was up pretty significantly, hit 26 mark overnight, I believe. We're now sitting at 23.72, but that's down 1.54%. But still an overall increase in volatility there. And the yield on the 10-year note still resting above 4.5%, 4.504% right now. All right, let's talk markets for a minute.
Let's do it.
So just to recap what we've been talking about this week. So our longer term trend line, this blue line here, trending up, was still intact going into the beginning of the week. We were making higher highs, higher lows. You know, it was a typical textbook uptrend. Started the week out hovering around all-time highs, drifting sideways, creating this descending triangle pattern that I've been talking about for about 2 days now. Then Fed Day hits on Wednesday. We violate our trend line violently, wipe out a month's worth of gains in just a few hours, and we're seeing some follow-through on that. We saw some follow-through yesterday, a nice sort of choppy day with a big move on the close on decent volume, and we're getting some heavy downside selling overnight going into regular trading hours this morning. This morning we are gapping lower. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. And we're heading down towards a downside. We're heading towards a downside target that I have right around this 5802 level. I think this is going to be a significant line in the sand today if we continue to move lower. If we start to, well, let's move over to the 30-minute chart real quick.
Sounds good.
Here is our 30-minute chart. All right, so yesterday we saw some strength going into regular trading hours, but it was short-lived. You see up here, circle. Right up here, our initial balance high remained the high of the day, the high of the trading session. We did have a failed downside auction in the ES right after the initial balance was established, but we weren't quite able to return to take out those highs. I'm going to delete some of these boxes. It's kind of hard to, there we go. Instead, we proceeded to make a series of lower highs, lower lows for the rest of the session and ended the day with a downside spike. This morning, overnight inventory, most definitely short into the open, and we are opening with a gap, or it looks like we will more than likely open with a downside gap this morning. We're trading below range, below value, outside of range, outside of value from yesterday. So early on, gap rules will apply. If we don't return to fill the gap and do some back and fill, if we don't do that in a timely manner, then we look for opportunities in the direction of the gap. Gap fill will put at 59.31 quarter. If by chance we do start trading back inside and accept value from yesterday, our value area low is at 59.51 half. If we trade back up there and start accepting prices, then I'll look for a retest of yesterday's value area high, which is at 59.85 half. Otherwise, downside target in the ES is that 58.02 level. We did trade in a 74-point range yesterday. Volume was decently impressive. 2.39 million contracts traded, and we gained 40,000 in open interest. So it could be part of the row. It could also be new shorts entering this market. It could also be buyers entering the market. But we are trading lower this morning, so I'm going to stick with my original consensus for short. So like we said, it's expiration Friday today. Look for a spike in volume and volatility going in towards the end of the day as contracts start to expire. I mentioned my downside target of 58.02 already. Other than that, my initial bias this morning is to look for opportunities on the short side of the market. I'm going to be looking for pullbacks to sell, but I'm not falling in love with that bias. Our tip of the week, we didn't get to it, is adaptability. Stay adaptable, roll with the punches, and trade what you see, not what you think. Does that make sense to you?
Like
So
that.
have an initial bias, but don't get married to it. My initial bias is to look for pullbacks to get short. But if the market proves me wrong early, I'm going to do my best to get on the right side of the market. All right. Over to the NASDAQ. Here is our daily of the NASDAQ. So again, a little recap. We started the week printing new all-time highs up here. Our longer-term uptrend was intact. Was still intact earlier this week. We were making higher highs, higher lows for months leading up to Wednesday's Fed announcement. Initially, we held this trend line on Wednesday, right here in this area, called the 402 area, just below weekly kickoff low, 478. Well, just call it 478. Spent the bulk of the time trading around it yesterday. We eventually spiked lower on the close. We did close below our trend line. And we're seeing some solid follow through this morning on decent volume. We have some nice increasing red volume on the way down. That is a strong down move. Volume and open interest in the NASDAQ traded 743,000 contracts. It's a pretty decent spike and gained 11,000 in open interest. So we do see some sellers stepping into this market right now. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. So again, yesterday, same setup as the ES. Saw some strength heading into the open. We were railing into the open. 8:30 Central Time, bell rang. Did an about face, turned around. Initial balance remained the high for the day in the NASDAQ also. Though the trade was very whippy, we spent the day making a series of lower highs and lower lows during regular trading hours. Then we closed the day with that late spike to the downside, just like in the S&P. This morning down here, we see our overnight inventory is short ahead of the open. We got a little spike after that PCE number, but we are definitely seeing a short bias in the market this morning. We're opening with a gap, so gap rules apply here also. If we don't return to fill the gap, do a little back and fill up to 21,346, we don't make it up there in a timely manner, then we look for opportunities in the direction of the gap. Again, same with ES. Because of this gap open, my initial bias is going to be to the downside. My initial bias will be short until the market tells me that it's not right to be on the short side again. We're not. We want to follow momentum. We want to get on the right side of momentum, whichever direction the market's moving. That's the direction we want to be trading in to get a little piece out of the market. That is our job as day traders, to grab those little chunks out of every move. We're not trying to sell tops and buy bottoms. We're looking for that nice little sweet spot right in the middle where we can make a couple bucks in profit and call it a week. It is Friday. It's expiration Friday. This is not the day to go blowing up accounts, folks. All right, crude oil weekly recap. Here is our big descending triangle pattern that I've been talking about for the last couple days. We have this flat support line that's been touched twice. Our descending resistance line up top here that's been touched about 4 times. We had decent drops in buying volume with a steady increase in selling volume. So, weak buying volume on the way up, good selling volume on the way down. Let's zoom into recent price action. And we're really starting to converge on this apex. Every day we just got a little bit closer. Breakout is imminent. There's always going to be a breakout. You can't trade sideways forever. But this is what we've been seeing for the last 2 months, 2.5 months. We've been calling it the range trader's delight the last few days because that's what it has been, a range trader's delight. A skilled range trader should be cleaning up in this market right now. Our weekly kickoff levels, 71.40, 66.90, have not changed much. I know I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but I need it to be known that this range is intact and those weekly kickoff levels aren't moving because prices aren't moving beyond this range. We do have, we're coming off of 4 consecutive negative days and steadily increasing volume. So you're seeing increasing volume on the way down, which is a good sign that we're going to possibly test the other end of this range, 66.90, coming up soon. Maybe not likely today, but maybe next week sometime. Let's take a look at it on the 4-hour. It looks so clean on the 4-hour chart.
It always does, doesn't it?
Just a perfect setup right there. Just buying the low of that range, selling the high of that range, trying to get involved throughout the day, getting on the right side of how this market has been trading. I know it can be a little tough when you're looking at those super low time frames, or you're looking at 1-minute charts and 30-second charts. It's hard to gauge where you're at in this range, but if you just scale out, look at the bigger picture for a minute, you can tell exactly, not exactly, but you can get a better look at what this market's doing and what direction it's likely going to head, or what direction we feel it's likely going to head.
Right.
Right now, I'm thinking this thing's going right back down to weekly kickoff low. We're going to stay in this range for another couple of weeks. We're going to keep converging on the apex of that larger chart pattern that I was just talking about until eventually we break out. What direction that breakout will be in is anybody's guess, but there's always a breakout of the range. Here's the 30-minute chart. So yesterday we saw a little bit of strength into the open here. Open right on the highs, just like the equities did. Open right on the highs. Initial balance remained the high of the day. We closed on the lows, forming a B-shaped volume profile. The B-shaped profile, right here a little more. Clear it up. Here's our B-shaped profile, volume profile from yesterday. It's indicative of bearish market structure, and we're seeing a bit of that follow through this morning. Trading lower, we were drifting lower into the 8 o'clock regular trading hours open. We did get a little spike just before those PCE numbers came out, then dipped again going into the open. Regular trading hours is open in crude oil. We opened with a gap lower. Overnight inventory was short. Might have paired off a little on that spike. But we are opening with a gap lower. So, again, gap rules apply in this market. We look for opportunities in the direction of the gap if we don't return to fill the gap in a timely manner. I had a level. Let me go back to my notes real quick.
Oh, good.
Yes. If we do return to find acceptance back into value from yesterday, 69.23 value area low. Back inside there, then we look for a test of yesterday's value area high at 70.21. These are all levels on your Topstep daily levels indicators. 70.21, your value area high from yesterday, and 69.23, your value area low. Our next downside target is we have a naked point of control going back to December 10th over here at 68.47. That would also help us take out the overnight low. So that is your downside target, or my downside target, I should say at least. So I'm either looking for a move back inside value from yesterday, or we're testing overnight lows and that naked volume point of control from December 10th. All right. Gold. Last but not least, our buddy Gold.
Let's do it.
Here is your Dolby Dorito. Talked about this a few times. As we were converging on that apex, we broke out of this pattern. Couple decent major chart pattern breakouts, both in the equities and in gold. Still trading sideways in crude oil, but some decent breakouts this week. We blasted right through that lower trend line. Coincides, kind of matches right up with our weekly kickoff low. Blasted right through weekly kickoff low through that trend line. Closing in on the November low down here at 25. Here's your November low. That is 25.66 half. Volume was the strongest yesterday that it's been all week. And we're seeing some follow through to the upside right now. Volume and open interest in gold. February contract. Almost 200,000 contracts traded. We lost 3,700 in open interest yesterday. So could have been some short covering. And now we're seeing a little pop coming back into our weekly kickoff low, 26.39. Here's our 30-minute chart. So regular trading hours is open. We spiked immediately on the open right after that PCE number. So we did not open with a gap. It doesn't look like we opened. No, we opened right on yesterday's value area high. So open just above yesterday's value area high. We're trading higher today. We're finding acceptance of higher prices. Next stop to the upside, next target to the upside, 26.39 weekly kickoff high. Keep that number in the back of your mind. Okay. We saw some pretty wide swings yesterday during the overnight session yesterday, leading into yesterday's session. Rally to test that weekly kickoff high back here. So it is a decent line in the sand for today. Also, I'd take that as a very nice target. Overnight inventory was a little long in the open, not so much, but we are seeing some buyers stepping in right now. All right, Dre, back to you.
Hey, thank you, JD. All right, we got a couple minutes till the opening bell on fast markets. Yes, if you do take a look, we saw Hoop in the chat. Gold is making new highs right now, pre-open 26.31. Man, we did dip right. We went right to 21,006 in the NASDAQ. Again, keep in mind, we've got University of Michigan confidence number. We are seeing some Fed speakers getting sprinkled into the schedule that were not on there yesterday. So I click refresh on Financial Juice. We got Hammock speaking. We got Williams scheduled to speak. I haven't seen any comments from Williams yet. And, of course, we've got Goolsby speaking in a couple hours. I take that back. In about 30 minutes, we've got Goolsby speaking as well. So everyone stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple minutes. This is a big Friday again. We got triple witching today as well. Man, oh man, what a week. We went from all-time highs, 1,000 points sell-off in the NASDAQ. Here we are. What's going to happen on this Friday? Everyone stay tuned. We got fast markets coming up with Nick for a Tick. We got Nick for a Tick, Coach Jay, and Mohammed. Up next, this is TopstepTV. Let's go. Welcome back, everyone, to Fast Markets. This is Topstep TV. We got Jay in the house. We got Mohammed in the house. You saw him yesterday. And we got number 4 on the big board, Nick for a tick. We got about 2 seconds till the opening bell. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Buckle up, folks. We're in for a big one. We got Williams speaking on the TV right now. Another Fed speaker. Sellers coming in off the bell. Last trade in the NASDAQ, 21,200. Look at the S&Ps. S&Ps 59.05. We did dip beneath 5,900s. I'm not 58.66 in the overnight. Here we go. Let's go for Nick for a tick, Mr. Number 4. Also, congratulations, a new Papa. Nick for a tick. What are we thinking for today?
Good morning. Well, we're getting through the AM expiry for SPX options right now, so I'm going to let things settle here. But basically, we kind of had this continuation last night in the overnight session. We didn't really see that yesterday after the big sell-off from FOMC. You kind of saw it bid up overnight, but this was the first time we saw the Asia and London sessions kind of just step us down a little bit. So I'm going to be watching. We do have the November low on ES coming in around 58.25 for the H contract. So this point of control down here is an area that I'd be looking at somewhere between kind of the 35s to 30s.
35 to 30s. All right, excellent. Let's go to Jay. Jay, we were just talking about that PC candle spike off the number. We're talking about the 220 area. Right now we're trading 21,200. What are we thoughts about any levels we're looking for in the NASDAQ or ES for that matter?
Yeah, so the high of that PCE candle is right around that 21,200 where we're kind of chopping around right now. The books are pretty thin, and I think that might be because we have Williams speaking. So trying to just see how the market, responds around these prices. If we sell off a little bit, looking at 21,150, which is half of that candle, to potentially hold. But we can see right now, this red line I have on my charts, that's VWAP from PCE. It's acting as a support, and it's leaving that range. So we may not be getting a pullback, and the market just pushed from here. This 21,200 was also my target area for a short last night. When we were doing slow markets, I was looking to get into a short in the NASDAQ, and it just kind of went without me. So I'm going to be patient here. To see how the market, responds around this level. I think we have a ton of action that we're going to get today, so I'm okay being patient for right now.
I like that. Buckle up, Mohammed. The market made.
Yeah.
The sellers were in control the last 2 days, Mohammed. Is there anywhere to buy this, or are we still looking more room to the downside, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, the buyers were not convincing yesterday.
Look at that.
And every time the buyers rally, they find some sellers to take it down to the new low. If this continues, I would be leaning to the short side unless we pass this 21,305, this level. If we pass it, I think then we're talking about real buyers. So far, I don't see buyers are convincing. It is giving more opportunity to the short side to sell this somewhere. But the market put a new nice low with a bullish pattern, which is the triangle that I see in my chart right now, which is broken right now. But it is consolidating. Let's see. I think it's better to wait and see if the market give us some more information so we can take a decision from there.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Mohammed. Again, we do have speakers. Williams is speaking right now on the TV. We had Hammock speaking a little earlier. saying she was in favor of a hold for that FOMC decision on Wednesday. So it was a much closer call. I mean, people have realized Powell did say it was a close call, but they are definitely putting some uncertainty into what the Fed decisions are going to be for 2025. Real quick, let's take a look at the numbers coming out. So I'll get right 1 second, Nick. We got University of Michigan coming out in about 27 minutes or so. Again, we got Goolsby speaking as well at top of the hour. So buckle up. We'll keep you posted here on anything that does come across the wire. But right now, we're all eyes on the markets. Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say, I wonder what the market's more upset about, the lack of cuts in 2025 or Powell's kind of tongue-in-cheek phrasing of we almost did not cut this week.
I mean, that definitely set the markets, or the equities at least, into a tailspin when he did say that during, it was when he said the close call word.
Yeah,
definitely
close
caught my
call
ear.
was, he chose his words carefully.
100%.
That was, like I said, I wonder what the bigger reaction is from and how people repositioned based on that. Was it more like, well, obviously we know inflation is not as defeated as we thought, but also does that just spark the fear of God into the market a little bit of just maybe things are not as good under the hood as things are kind of alluding to, or with the market trading at all-time highs, maybe we take some profit.
You're right about that. Yes. Yeah, he did. As we saw with the PCE number today, inflation is still a little sticky, if you will. Some of the words that economists like to use. Inflation is still sticky. Anyways, all right, let's get into these markets. Again, if you guys do take a trade, please call it out. And number 4 on the big board, trading live funded account right now. All right, take a look at the tilt. Did just catch my eye. Yeah, we got 75% long in the ES. 75% long in the ES. Anytime we see a long tilt this week, I've been catching some of those
also
buyers.
looking at we are seeing gold rally right now, but gold in a higher time frame has been in a downtrend. Coach Vince and I did slow markets last night, and we're coming up to a level that he said, would be a good potential for a short, 26.37. I had got short 2 nights ago in gold, and my stop was right around this area, 26.40. So if we see some slowdown here, we might get another nice pullback in gold to short.
26.37, Jay?
Yeah, 26.37 up to 26.40 is kind of looking in that zone right now. If we have my charts up, we have this 30-minute candle here that is like this inverted hammer candle, kind of. It does have a wick on the bottom, so maybe not. But looking up here for some hesitation from buyers for a potential short.
Right. Very good. Hey, pin to the top of the chat. You will see Topstep daily levels. Make sure you have those open. Have a little real estate on the screen for those levels. Or heck, you can overlay them on your charts on Topstep X. So make sure you have those. They are been very, very nice help for this week. This week's been super volatile. Again, all-time highs on Monday and Tuesday. Monday for sure. And then on Wednesday, just kicked off the selling party.
Jay, I was about to say, NQ continued to defend our favorite new eyeball indicator, the 1-minute opening range. And they kind of defended that, defended VWAP, and are still just kind of hanging right around there. I mean, there's nothing to enter into right this second. We're in like a 10 to 20 point range on the NASDAQ so far, the first 5 minutes. Nothing I'm jumping out of my chair to go either way. But so far, VWAP, the 24-hour VWAP, is being defended by the NQ buyers.
Yep.
1-minute eyeball.
Yeah, right around that 190 area.
Andre, don't hate it. There's something to it. And Jay and I are trying to find, like, is it 1 touch? Is it 2 touch? When is that retest? And then when do you take a trade off of it? But it's there. There's something there.
Hey, yes, you cannot deny it at all. 100% you guys are right. We goof about it because, I don't know, it just wasn't a thing a couple weeks ago. Now it definitely is a thing. So, hey, don't knock until you try it. All right, 50-50 in the NASDAQ. We did see a bit of a pairing off in the ES till now back down to 65%. Mohammed, you look like you're staying patient over there. Just watching the price action.
Yeah.
We're seeing the ES. We're seeing the buyers come in the ES. NASDAQ, not so fast.
I don't see anything, actually. But we're still consolidating in this obvious range. Buyers and sellers are trying to make the decision. It looks more bullish to me, trying to break out from this 2020. If this area broken, I think, and we are visiting 263 in a minute. Buyers look stronger than yesterday, obviously, at least from this low. If you can see, this is the strongest pullback that we've seen from yesterday. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to take a decision. For now, I have to wait for my moving
Yeah,
average
you see that?
to confirm.
200
Yeah,
lot
Jay,
offered.
that was about 500 in about 30
Yeah.
seconds there. That just got
Yep.
filled.
There was two of them there. Well, 500 on the offer paper. We call it liquidity on the offers there in the NASDAQ. They just got gobbled up Pac-Man style, just lifting offers. The buyers are coming in lifting offers here in the NASDAQ ladder. Let's see if those 200 lots keep popping in, but that was very interesting to see. Sorry, go ahead, Mohammed. We got buyers in the house right now. New highs in the ES.
Let's see, 263 could be a rejection area as well. It's a supply area, the last supply area today that we have seen here. So this area could be, if there is a seller, possibly they will be waiting up there to take this market down. If not, this will continue to be strong for the day.
Yeah, here we go. Buyers are strong right now. 73% long in. Wow. Here we go. They're going to try to do it. They're going to try to get away with it right here, guys. When no one's looking. We'll see if the Bears do step in and say, haha, not so fast. You guys tried this twice already this week. Third time will not be the charm, but we got buyers trying to take the ball around. 81% long in the ES, 79% long in the NASDAQ right now in the money. Wow, we are taking off. Shot out of a can this morning.
That 1 minute opening range low defended.
Why are we laughing? Why am I laughing about it? It's a thing. It worked. It sure did. Look at this. Look at those charts. This market is off to the races.
Strong.
Very, very
the
strong.
supply area is becoming now a demand area. So I'm more keen to look for a pullback and buy this.
Wow. 100 points up. Just like that.
ES though rejected right off previous day low, like to the tick, and is melting 7 points immediately.
What was that price, Nick?
931s.
59.31. Yes, it did. The last trade 59.24. So about a 7-point rejection, just like that. Woof. So much for taking off. Remember the summer doldrums? No such thing. Then the old Santa Claus rally? No such thing. We are rock and rolling today. What a week.
That was a pretty quick reoffer right there. Wow.
Let's have some fun. Yep. All the longs and the tilt just went back to 50-50. Brandon in the chat.
Makes sense around that 300.
Yep. About 30 points back. Brandon in the chat says, I hope the market stays like this week forever, LOL. I mean, definitely brought some opportunity, but every week, man, oh man, we'd all be gray by the end of this. Let's see.
I'm curious on Tuesday. Do we get another wild Christmas Eve's half day like we did last year?
I saw you bring that up in the chat. You said last Christmas Eve was a nasty one, Nick. Can you refresh my memory?
Yes.
From last Christmas
I don't
Eve?
exactly remember how bad or how far down. I just remember trying to buy the dip when I was in the airport last year, and it did not work out well for me.
What are you doing? What are you doing trying to buy the dip in an airport, Nick?
That's a good question. I think Dakota would be proud, but it did not work out, and that was a sell off to go into the end of the year. Buying the dip occurred in January.
Oh, I love it, man. Passion for the markets. That's what we're all about here on Topstep and Topstep TV. Oh, good stuff. Again, we got a number at the top of the hour. We got some speakers coming out. Goolsby and Williams on the ticket right now. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm just trying to find a place to get long,
right?
Either in the S&Ps or the NASDAQ. I'm good with either. But we're seeing that VWAP from the New York session open leaving the range in both of them. We're seeing these buyers come in. So maybe a pullback to 59.15, 59.13 in the S&Ps and see what we do at this 21.250 in the NASDAQ.
21.250.
Yeah, I could see that being this rotation down. I mean, ES is almost right back.
Yeah. Let's see. We have seen this a lot yesterday.
Yes,
they disappear. They just disappear. Let's see.
This is buyers get a little
for me. If I see strong green candle, I will try only once to take this long from this level. So I have this. Not sure. It is a signal. It is a signal, but it's so small candle. It's not worth it. So it's not worth it. And even the target for this one is what? 10 points. I'm not doing this for 10 points.
Yeah, I'm curious if it pulls back to 240s.
Yeah.
40s. Would you give it another test down there?
242.
Maybe just a 1? I don't know.
Yeah. That
The
did
That's where that
sell-off
order
was-
got filled, Nick.
Yeah. It was like 500 basically between like 33s and actually it was. There's a 555 positive delta right there at 33s.
Yeah, if you are a buyers and waiting for a pullback, this is not what you want to see.
No.
This is not what you want to see.
Why, Mohammed?
I mean, it's very weak tries. The buyers try once here, they try twice, they try 3 times. How many times you need to try to visit the high? So they're not showing strength yet. I will wait.
I just got long 1 in the S&Ps. I am trading in a combine. I do have an XFA on Quantower that I may take trades in as well. I just got long 1 at 59.18. My stop is going to be at 59.09.
Oh, you did yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Jay.
I was
Jay's
going to
first
say
one
that
jump.
reflex 20-point bounce off that 250 spot like immediately.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
Coach Jay. Taking the plunge here, folks.
No, I like it. Bounced right off
Ooh.
the RTH VWAP, and that's pretty much right at the 5-minute opening range. So let's see if that holds. I think Jay's in a good spot to kind of know where he's wrong quick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get back in this opening range, then I don't love this trade. My stop is, below the high of the opening range, just to give that, the space to kind of test 59.12s. But if we start getting back into the opening range, I may just, flatten all.
Yep. Hey, your poll results back. Do you trade the last 2 weeks of the year? 600 quick votes.
There you go,
Good to
Jay.
see this one. There you go. All right, buyers going to give it a shot. Here we go. 78% said yes, of course we trade the last 2 weeks of the year. Good to see. There is opportunity. All right.
Yeah. I will see the next try for the sellers. If they failed, I will jump in long as well. I need to see sellers try and fail. So far, every time they try, they make new low in this move.
Netflix in the chat says, so happy to see Nick for a tick in here again. Love that guy. All caps. Same. Netflix, same.
It's good to be back. Nick was learning to become a dad, taking some time, enjoying those first few precious weeks that you never get back. The newborn phase goes by way too quick, and it already is, and it's kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a blink of an eye, man.
Really? Okay. Well, congratulations again. Nick. Proud new papa.
Here we go. The sellers are trying now.
Trying
Can
again, Mo.
see in live together, the sellers are trying. Once they failed with a strong green candle, I will take this this long. Now, looks they're failing. Strong green candle right here, right now. I will jump long. So this is a try for sellers. Strong green candle that indicates they're failing.
Nope.
No, not yet.
Man,
No,
man,
not yet. Not yet.
Man, oh, man.
I'm watching this 59.20 in the S&Ps, and they are not. There's not a buyer really above 59.20 right now.
Is that right? What are you seeing up at the 20s, Jay?
Just the tape slowing down, right? And
So
we push up into 59.20 with some decent momentum, and then as soon as we get to 20s, we're slowing down a little bit. So I would not jump in here.
All right. Well, these guys are they're reading the tape. They're watching what happens at certain price levels. Like Jay was just saying, right now we're trading 59.15, 59.16. What they've been seeing is every time we get the market rallying up, this S&Ps, of course, every time we get the market rallying up in the 59.20, sellers come in, just put the top on it, put a cap on any kind of rally. As we see, we're coming back down to 59.12s, 59.10s now. Man, oh man, oh man. Now, the buyers got their hand caught in the cookie jar there. And
I wanted to believe them. I wanted.
We all did, Mohammed. Jay did it.
Yeah.
If
We're
we
going to try to
lose
do this for a third
240
day in a row.
spot-
Man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
Oh boy, that was a
There's
that's
still
a wake up
opportunity.
call. It's a wake up call for the Bulls.
210 can be another demand area as well here. The 210
Mhm.
might take a shot at this low of the middle of this range. Usually you have a breakout of the range. Usually it comes to the middle of it, and if they would like to continue, they might take it from here. So I don't know. What about 209? Do you have it in your radar, Nick or Jay, for the house account?
209.
Yep, I just got stopped out of that.
200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Applaud the
I see
effort.
what you're talking about.
Applaud the effort, Jay.
I'm sitting here. Yes, heading back towards. I mean, they're at the opening range mid. I don't know. This is a weird
This
spot.
was
We're kind of in that
tricky.
consolidation
Yeah.
post PCE. If we lose
Wow.
200s again, I think this is
Look up below.
Let's go find the lows.
exactly.
Oh boy! If everyone's looking at your 5-minute charts, like I said, the Bulls tried taking the ball and running with it, and they tried to make sure no one was watching, and the Bears just came in and said, "Nope, not so fast.
Yeah.
Hold up,
We
we're not
went
ready
and
for it."
retested previous day low and then just melted on ES.
Shot across the bow to all the
Exactly.
Bulls. You have to
There's
bring
a-
more than
there's a
just.
big-
You have to bring more. You guys want to take this higher?
This
You're
is
gonna
the
need
big
more than just.
picture.
Yes.
Here's the big picture. Nick Fartik talking about this low, I believe. Okay, and yep, we tested and down from there. So the big picture is very bearish. If I am long in 209, I think I'm be out already for a stop loss at 290. Yes. So it's not looking good for buyers. How about looking for a sell? If I would like to sell this, I need a pullback to 230. 230. If I see 230 with a push down, I might take this.
I might take a long here.
Right. Again, upper left hand
That's
corner.
another
screen.
rejection off that opening range low, Andre.
Yeah,
And
it
VWAP.
is. Big game of tug of war. Just a 100-point game of tug of war here. 200s in the NASDAQ. Low end 300s.
Guys, it is the day that you can be right anytime.
Yeah,
Just
it's
say
Opex
it, you will
Friday.
find it.
Opex
Yeah.
too. Yes. Big call.
It's going to
Mo.
get weird.
Let's get weird. Oh man, we are beneath the 21,200 level in the NASDAQ. But like I was gonna say, upper left hand corner of the screen, we got the hashtag Fast Markets, hashtag Power Hour. Hit us up at TopstepTV on X. Send us your cool battle station setups. Man, we are starting to sell swag, memes, performance dashboard, analytics, any type of wins you want us to share with our viewers here and traders alike.
Oh,
And hashtag Power Hour at TopstepTV. The sellers have just taken over here, guys.
Yeah, they did.
We got a number in 10 minutes. Number in 10 minutes.
My favorite unnecessary market dom seizure in Michigan consumer sentiment. Always you forget about on a Friday in a trade around 9 a.m. and suddenly there's a 40-point stop run on NQ and you're like, what the heck just happened?
Yep. Also, JD's favorite number, University of Michigan. Sentiment number. Those that know the inside joke, you'll get it. But yes, JD's favorite number is University of Michigan. All right, let's take a look at some of the other markets while we try to make sense of what just happened there in NASDAQ and S&Ps. Take a look at the Dow. Again, Dow, 11 days in a row. Hoop, correct me. Is it 10 days or 11 days of cattle new lows? Hoop's out here quoting cattle prices. Hoop, what happened to the Dow? Is that 10 days? I love you, Hoop. Hoop, are we...
I think yesterday made 11.
It's 11. All right, so the Dow has been down 11 days in a row. 11 days. What's up, Hoop?
wow.
11 days in a row. What will happen on the 12th day? At number 9 minutes. Richard Harris, long from 59.02. 59.02. All right, go get him, Richard. See what happens here.
Great
Took
entry.
the leap of faith.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't want to knife catch this at 160s, but dang.
Dow green yesterday, Ricky? Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Looking for a short signal around this area. If I see a strong red candle closing below 206.
206.
Yeah, I still like this to the long side. Remember when we got on, I was talking about two different prices. That PCE candle, the high of it at 233, and then 50% of it at 166. That 50% just held pretty perfectly, right around that 160 area, Nick. And we see 70-point bounce from there.
And here's that big seller that stepped in and that 230s.
Yep.
And you just tapped it again.
Yeah. I'm not getting my signal yet. I'm not getting my signal either. So that was the case, actually. The market, you're waiting for a signal in some area and you're not getting it.
Mohammed said so far this is the type of day where you can make money both ways, long side and short side.
Yeah, you got to be quick about it too.
You got to be quick about it.
That ES trade was in the profit for a little bit, but
it was. Ladder getting thin. Yes, it is. We got a number in 7 minutes. University of Michigan. Also, Eurozone consumer confidence as well. We got Goolsby speaking, who will be a voting member in 2025. So his words are going to carry a little bit more weight than they normally did earlier this year. Yes, Goolsby is a voting member as of 2025. So let's take his words today as if he is a voting member.
I don't know.
Wow, look at that bounce. 21,250. Oh, this is
Casual. 100 points.
Casual, Nick.
It was like yesterday's power hour. I mean, I was working out in my garage, but I was, watching TopstepTV and kind of screwing around in the chat. And that was just 140 up, 70 points down, 100 points back up, 150 down in all of like 15 minutes.
A question for you, Nick. We saw a poll up in the chat. Do you like this type of price action? Do you? What are your thoughts? Do you like stuff, or do you like this volatile, these big swings and stuff? What's your
I
preference?
do, because I am more of a kind of rotational trader versus a breakout trader and momentum trader at times. So for me, I mean, I love a VIX over 20 and some volatile days where I can make my day in 30 seconds and go do something better. Versus I think it was like 2 weeks ago, ES had maybe one like 8-point directional move and then just kind of chopped around 2 points for hours and hours. So I'd much rather have a little crazy volatility where you maybe size down, you trade safe, you kind of see profit, take profit, but it's moving. I'd much rather have that.
100%. Right,
I mean, we're traders at the end of the day. We have no bias. We have no, perspective, opinion on what we want the market to do. You kind of just have to react in real time. And when it's moving, you get the chance to really do that quickly.
That's right. Gold continuing to make new highs here. Richard Harris did get long 59.02s in the ES last trade, 59.16. Good on you. Make sure to lock
Looking
in
for a
some
short. Looking for a short at 267. 267 supply area with a stop at 287.
287. Mohammed.
Yeah, I kind of want to join Mohammed, but I also kind of want to wait for
We got numbers.
Michigan
And
consumer
Goolsby.
sentiment.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, me too. I would rather wait, yes.
We got University of Michigan sentiment. Expected University of Michigan sentiment. Oh, where is it? Okay, expected 74.2. Expected 74.2. Previous was 74.0. This number does carry some
God
weight.
damn
to
it, this market is moving too fast.
Whoa! Yo!
You need to take a breath. Take a breath and calm down. Calm down.
It's
the
okay.
market is taking to grab you, the market tries to take your mind. So
yes.
Take it easy. Take it. Market is not going anywhere.
No, the market is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, but man, oh man, you get locked into this price action. You get locked into these swings, and man, oh man.
My tea gets cold. I forget to drink it.
I know. Mohammed, your tea's going to get cold. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes till the number. Hey, while we're at it, click like, click subscribe, give us a follow on X. 400 likes. People in the chat say Mohammed
likes, huh? I'm not seeing. I'm not looking. I don't know. 400 likes.
Or very light, Mohammed.
Yesterday, my son was watching something on YouTube, and I heard the guy saying, "If you like Jesus, click like button. If you don't like Jesus, click." And do we really need to do that?
I mean, hey, Mohammed, we ask for likes and clicks every single morning, but we don't use Jesus as leverage for that.
Yeah.
We just want their appreciation and their love of Topstep and people like Mohammed. Nick for a tick, number 4 on the big board, and Coach Jay in the house. Starve at the buzzer.
If you're here, click the like button. How about that?
If you're here,
if you're watching, right? If you're not AI, if you're not a bot, click the like button.
That's
if you're a bot, also click the like button, please.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack.
Welcome back, Jack.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Jack, I expect my rundown on the 10-year today.
Yeah. Oh,
it's coming. I've been thinking about it. Been thinking about it while I've been out.
He has. While he was out, he still found it necessary to report that the 10-year is above 4.5%. I mean, the guy is just, he just loves fixed income. Just loves it. Yeah,
I slacked Andre from the hospital
Yeah.
saying 4.5%, Andre. Some things are
Can't
just more important.
He just can't shake the trader, man. That's a fixie trader for you right there, man. I love it. All right, we got about 60. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, every time I look at like the 10-year or look at like ZB or anything, I think of Jack, and I'm sitting there like, oh, maybe one day I'll take a bond trade. But then I have to sit there and remind myself, no, I don't want to sit in a trade for 2.5 hours just to understand if I'm wrong.
That's pretty much what it is. A lot of pages. You see things unwind or unfolding very slowly, but there's definitely liquid markets in there.
So just looking at another market, I'm looking at nat gas right now. Crude oil hasn't been the best energy trade, but nat gas over the past week and a half has been in the top 3 percentage movers, either to the upside or the downside for the last, I think it was 7 days. Right now it's flat, but it's looking like a decent short. So just keeping my eye on that as well.
The Widowmaker, as it's called.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You like that, Arthur? We're not going to use it for likes, that is. Okay, we got 10 seconds here at the University of Michigan. Look how thin it just got. Boy, oh boy. NASDAQ ladder, it is wide and thin. That's what happens when they shut off the algos, folks. That's what it looks like when the algos go off.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
10-tick spread.
It's like a 12-point spread.
Look at that. You can't trade. All right, guys, here we go. Number just came out. Oh, what was it? What was it? If anyone's got the number, please holler it. Again, 74.2 was expected. 74.2 was expected.
Let's see.
74. Actual 74, so in line. I'm sorry, 75. 74. Yep, 74. Pretty much in line. 74 in line. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Okay. So we can get back to our regular scheduled trading here. So that got that out of the way. We're keeping an eye out for Goolsby.
Oh, I didn't get filled.
It is thin. Expect slippage. If you guys are trading live. What'd you get? What'd you want to get there, Nick?
I was trying to get filled around like 65s to 67s. Let's see if it comes
trade.
back.
It's just so thin. Expect slippage.
I know. I didn't. It just like whipped around there and didn't tag me. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Eurozone consumer confidence actual minus 14. Consumer confidence is low in Europe. Minus 14.5. My goodness. Forecast minus 14. So worse than expected. Man, confidence in Europe not so great. 21,275.
I mean, it's been volatile, but it's been directionless pretty much.
Yes.
Moving up since PCE, but no real decision making yet.
Oh, if you have maybe let the dust settle a little bit before we're able to get back into the markets. Let's take a look at the ES ladder. Those ES ladder very thin as well. Let's trade in the ES 5917. We'll keep an eye on the tilt as well. Nothing really doing. 66% long in the NASDAQ, 64% long in the ES. Nothing just yet. Gold. Last price traded is 26.34. High of the day 26.36. So about $2 off the highs there. Look at the crude. Crude, a range trader's delight. Look at that 4 hour if you're watching opening call with JD and myself. Let's trade the crude. $68.63 a barrel. Also, like you guys said, it's Opex options expiration day. Things may get a little funky. So control your downside. Keep the losses manageable. Just know that you're one trade away from getting that back as long as you keep the losses manageable in this type of volatility. It kind of has a lot of whipsaw this morning, indeed. All right, Jay, I want to throw it to you. All right, after we got the numbers out, what do we make of this? We saw, like Nick said, movement to the upside and downside.
Just hasn't chosen a direction. And the way I'm thinking about it, like Nick just said, right? We had 1,000-point down day in the NASDAQ. Last night we had a pretty big range for an overnight session as well. I'm thinking, do we just balance here for a little while? We got another half an hour until the initial balance is established.
I'm short.
I
Not
think
really seeing the. There you go.
I like it. I like this rejection up this 267, 265. Still, the market, the buyers are hesitant to break it out. It could looks like a cheap short from here.
And I just got short one in that gas also. Not risking a whole lot. Risking about 20 ticks, about $200.
Okay. Short one net gas. Short one NASDAQ.
Would you get short from, Nick?
65. I'm gonna get stopped on this new high.
Come on,
Maybe not.
hold.
Nah, I'm stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the breakout. That's where I knew I was wrong. See if it's gonna go make
65.
a new high.
Sorry, good risk management though. If we continue to rally here, a hell of a stop.
It's worth a shot. Yeah.
Yep.
Was worth a shot.
100%.
Got to feel one.
Yes, you do. All right, let's see if. All right, they're gonna try these 300s now. Nice stop there, Nick. Good job. All right, let's see if they do these 300s in the NASDAQ. We're talking here. ES pushing higher here as well.
The move I was looking for in the ES was just a little early.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna give it a shot here, guys. Second time's the charm, folks. All right, new highs here in the NASDAQ.
All right, good stop.
It was a great stop. Absolutely
great stop.
Ripped 60 points, 70 points.
That was a winning grade. Grade, actually.
I had to take a stop out so that the market would finally break out of whatever range we were in.
Thank you, Nick. Taking one for the team here on TopstepTV. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we got
All
the
right.
feeling now.
Let's see if they want to do it. Let's see if the Bulls can take the ball and run. Up to 21,000.
Yeah, let's say if the market would stay above the 300, staying above 300, we could see the market, get even to 483. The next area is this one. This is the next supply area. So maybe the market would try to.
All right, are the lows in, folks? Are the lows in? Bulls are certainly hoping so. We got a heavy long tilt here, as you see on all the open positions in Sim. Yes, we can, Robert. Hey, Robert, can we or Jay, can we hit up Robert with that net gas price? You're short one.
Yeah, yep, I got him. I'll send it to you in Slack, Robert.
Thank you. We got 77% long in the NASDAQ, 67% long in the ES. Bulls are hoping this is it. And keep an eye out for Bulls comments. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Waiting for a strong green candle here. So we jump long from this pullback. If those buyers are in business.
Are in business, yes.
Yeah.
Last 2 days, they've been exhausted. We're going to come back to these 300, man. Oh, man.
Okay. So far, nothing.
And gold making
a green
highs,
candle. I would like to see they hold the 300. Waiting for the signal.
Okay. Let's trade the Dow for 2,760, 770.
Here you go.
There you go.
Okay, no trigger. No trigger, nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah, strong green candle without follow through, so I'm not in.
Got close, Mohammed. It got close.
They got close.
They got close.
I don't have to trade. If you want to
Right
take
back to
me,
where Nick
show
got
me
stopped
something.
out.
I know.
Yeah.
Was that a one lot, Nick, or were you with more than a one lot?
That was a 3.
All right. Is that your default size in all your trades? 3?
2 to 3.
2 to 3? Okay. Live footed trade number 4 on the big
2
board.
to 3.
Mr. Nick.
10 to 20 point stops, usually.
Good downside management.
I mean, that could have
Still
blown up
waiting?
real quick.
Yeah. That was.
This price action feels a lot like yesterday, right? Yesterday, where we moved to the downside, but there were 100-point counter trend moves before we continued. A lot of overlap. This feels like, right, where we're moving to the upside. It's just the way we're doing it. Trade location is extremely extremely important on a day like today, because you could be right about the direction. The market drop 80 points and then go in your favor.
It does have a feeling of like yesterday. Man, oh man.
Markets are not showing anything. The buyers, they don't want me to be in. So thank you.
What about the sellers, Mohammed?
Sellers, they don't have control yet. So we need to see if they took the market. I will be interested to buy at 220. 220 is an interesting area.
Man.
220.
Wow, Nick. I mean, what did you sell, Nick? What price did you sell, Nick?
67, 75s. I was kind of trying to get in around the 70s. And it did. It kind of rejected off like 10, 12 points from there, and then just immediately ran my stop.
Yeah, we ran up.
And then
yeah,
another
ran
40
up.
points. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
35
just a little
was
early.
Wooden buyers again. Wooden buyers.
Wooden buyers, yes. But wooden sellers also to an extent. No, Mo? I mean, we see.
Not really. When the sellers come, they come strongly,
Okay.
They don't give the buyers a chance to escape their position. So they just keep bumping down. If you get long, you'll not dream of even 5 points.
It's going to bug me that NQ didn't take out the previous day low.
What price was that?
Like
Previous day low.
346s.
Gotcha. All right, the buyers are going to give it a shot here again. These moves are wild.
Maybe we'll just be violently range bound today.
Violent. Emphasis on violent.
Yeah. It's Friday, so expect it.
What a week. What a week. If we're good to go, we could do a little news if we're ready. I'm not sure. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, we are.
Hey, Jack, welcome back, man. Let's take a breather.
Hey.
These markets are going crazy right now, so let's take a quick breather, regroup, and get a little news update from everyone's favorite, Jack. What's up, Jack?
Doing good, guys. Glad to be back. Let me get organized. Getting back in the swing of things here. All right. Nick wanted to talk about the 10-year. Lots has happened there since I have been out. Obviously, we got an incredible. Here's a little chart here. This is the 10-year yield going back. This is a spot 10-year yield going back to the beginning of 2024. See that all important 4.5 level, which over the course of just going from the beginning of December until Powell graced us with his presence, we rallied all the way from near 4.1 to 4.5. That is a massive move. Feeling it in the mortgage rates. This is something to keep an eye on if we keep on pushing towards 4.7. That's the highs of the year back from late April. But that 4.5 will be magnetic for now until we get more information. So something I will be taking a look at. But that's a massive move that's occurred here. Of course, that's because the Fed said they're slowing down the rates. They're turning off the money hose. So be careful out there. Also, we mentioned that today is the former quad witching, now triple witching, and it is a doozy.
Oh boy.
6.5 trillion in options expiring today. So when we talk about violently range bound, this is a day where I would look at those. Nick, you got the strike levels up there. There's a lot of levels that could become sticky. A lot of mischief in individual stocks. How have they been responding on Wall Street bets to this? Take a look at some of my favorite comments here.
Let's see. Jack, good to have you back, man. New highs at NASDAQ. New highs NASDAQ.
They put my face up for it. Gabe, I think the next two images are, oh, here we go. It was 20 trillion until Jay Powell said, F your calls. This is correct. Down to 6.5, presumably much more, 2-1 in favor of the calls. Here's some other commentary from some of our favorite people. I am part of the problem. And also, my marriage is set to expire on Friday if wife sees portfolio. Hopefully.
Oh, no.
Hopefully, none of you out there are Yogi Scott or IMO Knight. But, yep, watch out. It's going to be choppy this afternoon. It just is. So be ready for that. Size down a little bit. And I'll be back a little later doing the XFA call-ups. But I think I'm on not fast markets, power hour today with you, Andre. So,
ooh, reversal challenge. Reversal challenge, Jack. Get ready.
With the other Jack P. I'm excited.
That's right. Oh, gosh. Stay tuned for that. Nicknamed Zona. You haven't met this kid. You got to check this kid out. He's one of my favorites. All right. While we're doing news there, we put in some new highs. Did we get those overnight lows? Or was it yesterday's lows, Nick, that you're looking for? Did we get those?
Yeah, we tagged it.
Cool.
Didn't blast through. Let's see.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I'm seeing the S&Ps potentially up to 50s, right? 59, 50s. This was that exact move we were looking for.
59.50. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. It's just didn't get there the way we thought.
Yeah, it just had to stop me out first before it went.
Go figure.
What's interesting though, right? If we waited for Michigan sentiment, right, for that 9 o'clock number, could have gotten the same price with less drawdown. And maybe that's the way to approach that trade, right? Let all of the data get out of the way, and then the market can decide where it's going to go.
I took another short here on ES. Smaller size.
ES. What price did you get there, Nick?
33s, 33.25s. I meant to move it to 34s, but the DOM was moving too fast.
Short one ES 59.33. I like the idea. Nothing on the tilt. 50-50 on the ES tilt. Gold creeping a little higher here. 26.40 last trade. Look at the crude. Crude last trade 68.75. What a range trader's delight. We're gonna watch it off the 4 hour. I think it was the 4 hour. We got JD waiting in the wings here. We got top 5 live P&Ls coming up next. Dow pushing higher here. We got Goolsby coming up, getting ready to speak here on CNBC, I see. So we'll keep one eye on that. Again, not a voting member this year, but is a voting member next year. The next Fed rate policy decision is January 29th. I'm not sure when he officially becomes a voting member. Someone can help me in the chat. Is it January 1st? I'm not quite sure when he actually becomes a voting member. Someone can help me on the chat. When does Goolsby become an actual voter in 2025? Here we go. He is speaking right now on CNBC. Let's trade in the NQ 21,344, 21,344. 5. Let's trade in the Dow. Dow 42,880. 42,880. Nothing on the tilt. The action-packed day. Oh, yeah. Also, guys, you guys make sure you stay tuned in. Okay, we got Top Quiz back today. Hope everyone's happy to hear that. It's at 1 o'clock Central. Then right after Top Quiz, we got Jerome's psych session. Again, he's Dr. J, Dr. Jerome. He is a neuroscience doctor. All right, this guy is no joke. We saw him in the chat. Also on our big board, top number 24, I want to say on the big board. He made $3,000 yesterday, locked it up. Of course, LFA. And we'll see what he's got to say. He's also a doctor, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Again, 1:15 Central Time here on TopstepTV. We're very excited for that. What's he saying? Foolsby. Jason 420 says Foolsby. We call him. Okay, Foolsby. Here you go. Nice to get inflation number that's better than expectations, he says. Okay, thank you for that. Still on path to get to 2%. Today's data shows recent firming was a bump. There's more uncertainty and more noise, he's saying. More uncertainty, more noise. Thank you for that.
Yep. This price action looks a lot like yesterday's. We're channeling upwards, but we get these strong pullbacks, right? 80 points in the NASDAQ, we get a pullback, and then we continue to the upside. So I'm thinking if I'm going to trade this, I still like the upside. Can't buy it at these highs. Call that swimming in front of the shark, where the shark turns around at these highs and goes from there. So next pullback we get in the NASDAQ or the S&Ps, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, I already bought it at
oh, there you go.
340. Yeah, it made a nice signal here. I took target, and it looks that it will take me out from the point of entry. That was my entry at this exact signal, where the market came and gave me the nice green candle. This one, that one was nice one as well, but it was too big for my stop to take this one. Market shot up and then correct the moving average, give me a nice signal. Took my target here. My stop is I will make it point of entry. It's only 5 micros, and I'm out.
Wait, Mohammed, you're in long for 5 micros from 340. 5 micro
from 340. Took a profit at 351, and took me out at point of entry at 340 again. So it took profit of 3 micro. Yeah, it's minus 100 so far.
Okay, very good.
And I'm out.
Goolsby, I agree. Policy rate is meaningfully restrictive. Not sure what that means. I agree. Policy rate is still far from a neutral rate. Here to talk about the markets. Yeah. Employment is stable. Want to keep it stable. Employment is stable. Want to keep it stable. To do so, rates need to come down to do something like neutral. They always bring Goolsby out to talk the markets around. Still on path to get to 2% inflation.
Yeah, I would buyers, just be careful. When I see this pattern, the market just keep grinding higher. Then where is the stops? Can you imagine where is the stop? Some stops are here, some are here, some are here, some are here. Usually when I see this tear, market dump very quickly because there is a lot of stop orders will triggered immediately one after each other. So keep it tight if you are a buyer, if you're long, and if you are short, I don't know what to tell you. Actually, I mean,
both ways, Mohammed.
Yeah, it's both ways. But imagine that you are a seller. Maybe you are right in the direction, but come on, where is this going?
I mean, we got settlement right here, 370. We got settlement at 379 in the NASDAQ right? Could that give us some hesitation, right? Do we keep the day negative or positive? But above that, I'm seeing 430s.
Yeah.
Do this all the time.
390, 390 to 400 is a nice supply area if you would like to take some short for a house account. 390.
I'm doing this all year with Goolsby. They always have Goolsby speak last to undo what Powell did a couple days prior. They do this all year with Goolsby. He's always the last one to speak in the rotation. All right, let's go to JD. JD, we got some live top 5 live P&Ls. Let's get them. I'm interested to see how people did yesterday, man.
For sure, we had some big winners yesterday.
Great to hear.
Take a look at this. Yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. Shane S. right at the top, number 21 on the big board, $30,100 in profits for Shane. Hugo, number 99 on the big board, $13,694 in profits. Faye got a nice shout out from Ben on the shoulder tap yesterday, our resident gold trader, number 19 on the big board, $10,394 in profits yesterday. Then we have Cindy, $6,189 in profits. Wow. Cindy is number 103 on the big board. And Ali, whose name we hear just about every day now. Ali's taking payouts. He's making money every single day. Number 38 on the big board currently. Took home another $4,608 in profits. These traders are pulling money out of the live markets, folks. Real traders making real money in the real live market.
Yeah. Good job, Shane.
Looking for a short at 401. Just...
Mohammed is not convinced that the buyers.
No, but it's just a supply area around the settlement as well. There we open today, so maybe the market will take a break there. I'm just looking for 30 points from 401 to 370 or so. My stop is 25 points, 5 micros.
401, Mohammed.
401.5. If we get there, of course.
Goolsby, our job is to think through scenarios, though we don't know what new administration will propose. And I think rates come down a fair bit more. All of a sudden, he's the dove. Amazing.
We were just talking about ES 5950s, 12 minutes ago?
Yep.
And we're 5 points away from it here.
Sure made it hard to get to. Wasn't exactly clean, was it?
After Michigan sentiment, it got a little bit cleaner.
It did.
Got a little bit
The
cleaner.
volatility died. We just started going up.
Yep.
Right.
And no news.
Yeah, no news. The question is how much, I mean, you got 21,400. Mohammed, get those 405s.
I'm in.
Short. I'm short
Stop
5.
26.
26. Short 5 micros from 405. Stop of 26.
I mean, Andre, we're only 130 points from an air horn, so.
Wow.
What, in the S&Ps?
Or 200, technically. Wait, right?
Yeah. From
No,
an air horn.
200. Sorry, 200 points.
Wow.
This is it, huh?
What
Wow.
is this?
Look at
I'm
this.
out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
This is where it's like when I'm playing volatility and we start doing this, it's just like, yeah, I'm going to have a bad time.
Wow. Okay.
Because there's those rotations like we were seeing the last 2 days, and when we just start going up and to the right again, those die, and it's like it's a Friday. If you're not already long, do you want to buy it and hope the sellers don't reoffer at some point after the last 2 days?
100%, Nick. All the longs that got burnt the last 2 days are watching this market rally without them, and they're like, how can I get in now? Because they touched the stove one too many times. This is where it's tricky, and the market's just going to run away. It's close eyes buy, always rise, says in the chat. I mean,
yeah, I tried to do this yesterday.
Yes, that's the thing. Yesterday's in everyone's head right now. Yesterday's in everyone's head right now. That's yes.
Yesterday and Wednesday are in my head also. But
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is, we had huge moves, right? Almost a 5% move down in the NASDAQ. Medium time frame, maybe shorter time frame traders, if they got short in that move going into the weekend, are they going to want to hold those shorts with this price action kind of slowing down into some higher time frame demand levels, right? So some of this, it might not be new buyers coming in convinced that the market's going up, but it could be that short covering where you're taking profits on that move, and then there's no new business to sell this, and that's kind of why we're seeing this push up.
Yeah.
Very fair
We
point.
had a 3% move down, and I covered my swing short for January just because I have no confidence in continuation with the way sellers and buyers have been.
Right, and you got the profits that you were looking for, Nick, but you got them quicker, right? So what's the point of holding on to this trade if I got what I was looking for, right? Let's just take it off and find the next one, especially because markets are meant to go up.
My option swing was looking for like a 2 to 3 point correction, or 3%, excuse me, and we got that in an hour. So it was it's time to cover the trade.
If Jack's back there, what are 10-year yields doing since Goolsby's been speaking? Have they been falling? I don't know if Jack's back there, but I'm curious to know. He's coming up pretty dovish right now.
We're coming into zero DTE strike at 67s. That I'm seeing continue to kind of to the call side. So we'll see if we can move up another 7-8 points.
S&Ps?
S&Ps.
Man, look at this. More fuel, more energy in the upside. More buyers coming in. New highs. Wow. S&Ps 59.63. We're talking about those 59.50s. Those were nothing. Those didn't get away. Anything 59.65 now trading. Wow. We're going for the 500s now.
This is the big round strike probably for the day that we need to be watching is going to be 5,900 SPX.
5,900. Okay. Goolsby. Job well done, Goolsby. Job well done, man. Well done. Been doing this all year.
We really just ripped 30 points in 10 minutes.
Yeah, did.
You did call it, right? You said Goolsby's going to undo whatever Powell said. So
he's been doing it all year, and now he's a voter. So
yeah, clean up.
And the chat wants to know, guys, I am not still short. I got stopped out. I was short 33s, and I got stopped at 36s. So another just quick cover, know where you're wrong, and get out for this exact thing that could happen if we kept going.
Yep. Keep in mind, Nick's one trade away from getting it all back. I mean, that's how you manage your risk.
Yeah, me too. My loss was only 20 points. So it's all about managing your risk. Doesn't matter you're right or wrong.
All right, now making a run for the 500s. Look at all this buy. Look at these buyers. Are they short covering from the past couple of days, or is this new buyers coming in, or have the sellers simply just dried up? I don't know. It doesn't really matter if we know. All we know is there's more buyers than sellers right now. 21,501 last high, new high in the NQ. We're up 300 points.
I made a joke on Wednesday. If we close at 6,000 SPX, I will throw a chair.
Let's see it. Bobby Knight style, baby. Bobby Knight style. Let's do
95 points. I mean, it would just be the most ridiculous thing. But I mean, we on my show on Sunday nights, anyone who tunes in, we've been talking about, I think, the SPX 6,000 level for options for like months of how big of liquidity that was. And it just has continued into the end of the year. And God knows everybody that was very out of position all week after Powell wants to still, in theory, make their year, close their year the way they would hope. So if we were to drift all the way back and give everybody one more chance.
Oh my God. New highs, everybody.
The S&Ps look like the NASDAQ right now.
Yeah, the Dow looks like the NASDAQ. S&Ps look like the NASDAQ. NASDAQ looks like the S&Ps. All buyers, both on parade. Oh my gosh.
Only regret I have about today is not getting back into that long. Same exact position. I should have taken it. And
what price
was
did
the
you
trade
get
we're looking for? I was long at like 59.15s. Yeah, 59.15.
I regret not longing the opening range low for 7 times that I had a chance to.
But how do we get in now? Let's see.
I mean, I put myself in timeout for the personal lockout, so we're gonna wait.
Smart.
It's a good call.
Good job. How Nick, if you don't mind me asking, how long do you do it? How long's your timer?
Oh, I did
Or
30 minutes.
It's okay.
Give me a chance for. I don't usually take a trade after the euro close unless it's like the euro close opportunity. So it's like if we get past 10:30, basically I'm looking for one more opportunity in the next hour.
Pro trade,
and it could be right here, right now, and I may have just locked myself out of taking it. But who wants to short 3 times in a row and call it a day?
Yeah, I'm looking long.
Right. What's up?
I'm long. I am long. 5. Only 5 with tight stop at 496.
Okay, you're long from what price again, Mohammed? Sorry, one more time.
512.
512. 512. 512. 5 micros from 512. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jamari Coda has been under the weather this week. Under the weather. We'll be back. Told, look at the shorts. Look at the short position on tilt.
I'm out. I am out. Yes.
Didn't like it?
Very
tight
hard.
Stop. Just hard.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to see buyers failing here. When I try to go along with them, I see them trying and fail. So let's wait until they successfully have another try.
Okay. Oh shoot. No.
Okay. Not yet.
Okay. Last trade 21,504. Okay, cool. Thought I saw him. Thank you, Gabe.
Looking for a pullback in the
Long
S&Ps.
Yeah.
Long 10 micros, another time with a stop at 95, and I am out. Come on,
Man, oh man.
yeah. They just don't want to go.
Doesn't want to go. Yeah, it's all right. Let's just take a quick 5-minute breather here. Let's do a little VIP check in here with Coach Vince. These markets are super, super tricky right now, guys. Tread lightly. Keep those stops tight. JD, if you're ready, go ahead. Thank you, man. What's up, buddy?
Coach Vince, let's take it away. There he is, Coach Vince, folks. Head coach of the market makers on the Topstep VIP experience. Coach Vince, what has happened with the market makers this week? A lot of moving parts. We had that huge FOMC move off the Fed rate decision. We have PCE today, expiration Friday. Things are moving. What are you telling your guys going into, or what have you been talking to your guys about throughout the week? And what's going on going into the end of the year? Oh, we got to mute. Coach Vince, are we there?
I think that was the pullback to buy.
That was pullback.
Jay, that was crazy.
Yeah, I
I was
tried
looking for
twice.
60s.
It's like 60 points in 10 seconds.
Russ, right back to weekly kickoff low, 21,478 weekly kickoff low in the NQ. Rush right up against it and popped again.
Can you hear me?
Still no volume 4.
I hear you.
Let's go back to the charts for a minute. Let's go back to the charts if we could, Gabe.
Vince, we got you, brother. Oh, okay. Excellent.
Oh, there he is. Excellent. All right, Coach Vince, what have you been talking to your guys about throughout the week, and what's going on going into the end of the year?
So definitely capital preservation right now, right? Holiday trade, very thin markets. It's whippy. Just trying to, risk avoidance really is kind of like what we're doing. We're looking for good opportunities, but definitely keeping an eye on the thin trade and just managing risk right now, just to get through till the new year starts.
Yep, save some dough to start the new year with a nice little cushion. That's always a good plan.
Everyone's going to the holidays broke, right? That's right.
Yeah, you're always Is it better to be broke? Yeah, it's better to be broke after the holidays than before the holidays, for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Have a little fun with it.
At least you have. That's right. Right. A little fun.
Can we take a look
so
at
we're
the
just,
VIP leaderboard, please?
Mhm.
So there they are. Coach Vince's market makers right in the middle. Started with 53 traders. 20 have finished and moved on to bigger and better things. 7 traders currently active in combines. That's 7 traders not sitting on the sidelines waiting for resets, but active in the markets yesterday. Pass rate is going up. We're now sitting at 49%, and you are leading the
Nice.
league with traders and XFAs right now. 6 traders at the funded level. That's as of yesterday. So 4 payouts, 28.85, but 6 traders. Let's take a look at 5 of those traders right now. Coach Vince's leaderboard. There they are. Richard C. We're going to talk about him in just a second. I just lost. There it is. Tyler. Second place, Catolo, James, and Scott. James just getting started. Down a couple bucks in that XFA. Scott could use a little help, I think, or a couple words of encouragement. 12% winning trade percentage, down almost $1,900. He's got a few bullets left to play with, or a few chips left to play with, I should say. But man, that 12%.
Yeah, I've actually been talking to Scott over there, and he's working on some things right now. So I think he's going to battle back.
We've been talking about Scott for a couple months now. He's been in this program for a while. He's really battling it out. So good to see that he's hanging in there, hanging tough, and still sticking through it. All right, Richard C. This is the guy of the hour. Richard has been in this XFA for 12 days now with a 92% winning day rate. Looking pretty good. He's got an account balance. We just saw it. Account balance of just a little over $3,100, and he's clipping about $260 a day. Lockwood, Missouri, small town, USA. I wonder what his side job is. Looks like farm country, doesn't it? But Richard C. making all the right moves. Risk to reward pretty even, but that 86% hit rate is keeping him above water. He's eligible for a payout. Hasn't taken one yet. Should we tell Richard to take a payout before the holidays? What do you want to? What should we say to Richard if he's listening?
Yeah, I mean, I would try to take a little bit, right? Put a little dough in your pocket. Enjoy the holidays; it'll make you feel really good. So I would definitely, even if it's something small, right? Just take a little bit, put it in the pocket, make it feel real, and I think it'll also give you a boost if you see a deposit into your account. So I definitely would recommend that.
That's something we've talked about in the past, old Coach's Playbook episodes, and I don't know if you remember the old Limit Up podcast, but we talked about
I remember those.
how the money doesn't actually feel real until it's sitting in your hand, There used to be guys that would carry wads of cash, like one guy would just have $500 sitting on his desk. So if he's up a couple grand and starts losing, like he'll put that $500 in his hand and feel it, and you'd be like, how hard is it to actually go out and make $500 in a day like this? It's pretty difficult. And now I'm up a couple thousand. Maybe I should just take this money. Yeah, it's a real thing.
I've even told some of my VIPs, put a G on your desk. When you take a loss of 300, take those $300 bills and crumble up and throw it in the trash can. And you'll start to feel, I'm
give them to the
serious.
people around you. Throw it away.
And just throw it in the trash can and see how that feels, right? And then you'll think twice the next time that you just throw on something for no reason. We want to take calculated risk. We don't want to be gambling with the money, right?
Exactly. This is real money we're playing with, folks. This is real money you can take a withdrawal with. This is real money you can use to buy things with. Real money you can use to save. But Coach Vince, what do we want to see? What do we want to say to the rest of the market makers going into shortened holiday next week, shortened holiday week, 2 weeks from now, going to the end of the year? Only a couple of real trading days left in the year. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be choppy. It's going to be low volume, probably high volatility. What do you think? What are we going to tell our group going into the end of the year?
Well, first off, I just want to shout out a couple of new traders in the XFAs. So if I missed you, I apologize because I don't have all the stats on everybody. So Vladit, congratulations for passing your combine. I think Andreas, and then Caterani. Congratulations, everybody. Good stuff.
Excellent.
I'm glad to see we're on the top of the leaderboard there with current XFAs. So, big shout out to you guys. Just going into the rest of the week. What's that?
I was going to say, you got another trader that is having a pretty good week, and he's on vacation right now, isn't he?
Yeah. So, Board Yeti, yeah. Sends me nice pictures and stuff. So that's awesome. He's away. He's enjoying himself. And he's been trading actually pretty well while he's away. So he's probably more relaxed. And I think that's a big part of trading is, being in that relaxed state of mind to place trades and be patient, right? Because when we get that little anxiousness, maybe we're doing things that we wouldn't do normally. So I think being relaxed is a big part of the whole game.
For sure. All right. I didn't mean to interrupt you a second ago, but going into the end of the year, what are we telling the rest of the market makers?
Yes, so just be very, very careful. There's no reason to risk a lot right now. It's thin market, it's holiday trade. You're going to get players, with the low liquidity. The big guys can move the market real fast, stop you out, and you're going to see the chop. We saw it yesterday in the S&Ps. We're on the lows, we pop up, we go back down, we pop back up. So you could just see the moves in the market. Look at the S&Ps right now. We just completed the value area special situation play. People might be chasing this to the long side. I'm actually looking at a short if we build some structure up here to take a short. So the market's going to try to play tricks on us, I think. So just be very, very careful. Maybe take vacation, enjoy the holidays, enjoy your family, just reset and get ready, prep for the new year. When I was practicing as a full service retail broker, we kind of didn't trade the last 2 weeks of the year, or sometimes the 2 weeks in January. We pretty much just, got our stuff together and just came up with a game plan for the following year. So just be careful. Be careful. That's all I can say.
Yep. Nothing wrong with taking a little time off at the end of the year. Rest, reset, recharge, come back fresh, ready to go in the new year. No reason to go blowing out accounts right at the end. You got a little equity built up, get yourself a little dough, and nothing wrong with sitting tight.
Party and
exactly. Now you're speaking my language.
Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy the holidays. Seriously,
that's what they're there for, right?
Yes. Yeah, we need to get away from the screens for a little while, and it's a great time right now to do it. And even if you're not trading, you can still backtest strategies. You can still go and review previous trades, or maybe trading in not in your combine or your XFAs or your lives, but maybe just trade in the practice account, testing out your strategy in this type of a market state, because sometimes this will strip people's gears. Hoag talks about it all the time. You could be doing great, and then these last 2 weeks, the market, the volatility changes, and it'll just strip your gears and your account. So just be very, very careful.
No doubt about it. Stay cautious, friends. Maybe take this time, use it as, just like Vince said, this is a good time for reflection to go back on your trades throughout the year, or at least the last quarter, last couple of weeks, and see if there's any areas for improvement, and work on that. All right. That's all the time we got for today's VIP drop. And thanks for joining us, Coach Vince. Hope you have a great weekend. If we don't see you next week, have a great holiday also. Best of luck to all the market makers going into the new year. And everybody else in the VIP experience. We will be catching up with you all early next week.
Are we here next Friday?
I'll be here next Friday. If you want to be here, you can join me.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and just chill, right? Just take your time and don't take any undue risk if you don't have to. All right. So just trade well, everybody. Enjoy the holidays. Hopefully, Hanukkah or Christmas, whatever it is that you're celebrating, brings you some nice gifts.
Well said. Thank you very much, Coach Vince. All right, boys. Back to these guys trading it up.
Thank you, JD. Thank you, Vince. Happy
holidays.
Take care, everybody.
Yes, happy holidays, guys.
Where did they go? Mo's might be got a little bit of a breather. All right, we'll just get back right to it here, guys. Did you guys take any trades during that VIP check-in or?
Nope.
No, I'm
still
in
flat.
timeout.
There we go. I'm seeing maybe a little bit of a flagging pattern here on the NASDAQ. There's a ton of size getting traded at this 21,500 area. Nick, I don't know if you saw that or not, but there's a bunch of orders that went off between 500 and 530, kind of slowing us down here. But if we break out of this to the upside, seeing potential to 21,600s, 21,620s if we break here. So thinking about a spot to get long, but don't want to chase it either.
What would be when you say flagging pattern, what would be a good long entry price? If you had an ideal world, if we do take
450s.
off 450. 450. Okay.
Yeah, 450s at the low of that flagpole kind of area. And then
where should go on your chart because I see way higher than 450s. You say on the flag because I was thinking somewhere
I say 60s.
Okay, I was
460s to get long.
I was thinking 80s. I was looking 80s. All right, go. All right, Jay, I want to hear why you say 450s.
The 60s would be initial balance high, which we could get a retest, and that's also going to align with 5900s.
460s. Okay. We get down to 460s.
Kind of that 62 spot is the initial balance high. And that also aligns with the options activity that we're seeing. So I could see that going down to a retest, potentially bouncing again there. But I see what Andre's saying. Like the breakout also would make perfect sense and probably is a safer trade maybe than the knife catch. If we go back up there, I mean, yeah, it could be off to the races. If it's not already.
Oh, Casey, it's not that I can't believe y'all. It's just these guys are trading day in and day out, day in and day out. I'm simply doing a lot of just play-by-play. I'm not in the markets like these guys are. I'm deferring to these guys. Number 4 on the big board. I don't see as well as these guys do. So
you said 80s, right, Trey? I mean,
I'm looking at seeing 80s. I don't even know if you can get 80s. I mean, that's my concern. Is we said 450. Is it still a flagging pattern by the time we get to 450s? Would be my concern.
Oh. My bad, guys.
No.
I'm talking about ES. I know Andre's talking NQ.
Yes. Wait. Were you guys talking ES the entire time?
I was talking NQ.
Okay, I was talking NQ.
And I was talking ES. I'm thinking 50s. Guys, we're all over the place.
This market's all over the place. We're short circuiting here, folks. This is Topstep TV. These markets got us chasing our tails right now. It's what a week. What a week. Okay, Mohammed.
Who bought the generational low in NVIDIA yesterday or this morning?
What was it? The generational. What was the price?
Let's find out.
Generational. I missed you, Nick.
126.
Ooh, those are gonna be sweet. Those are gonna be juicy in about 3 months. What's it right now?
In about 3 months.
Not even.
Maybe before the end of the year, Andre.
Yeah. 133s trade. Those are very nice. Last trade in NASDAQ, 21,518. Dow making new highs.
You were right, Trey. Those 80s.
Yeah.
Those 80s.
Yeah.
Higher lows. I'm looking at 3-minute candles here. We got higher lows, right? We're kind of trending up. And I've found that has happened in my trading every once in a while, right? I'll have an area. I think yesterday we were looking for a trade and it came within like 5 points of my entry or something like that, which is cool. The reason I said 450s is because we're at kind of the low of this flagpole, if you call it that.
Yeah.
Better area to limit risk potentially, but sometimes you just got to jump in there.
Yeah, looks like we're going to try to give it a shot here. Breaking out to the upside here. Looking at the NASDAQ ladder, pretty thin as well. ES ladder, not seeing any huge size upside or downside.
It just seems like it's going to be one of those sessions where, the late shorts try to pile in now and they just get blown out.
That's what fuels these rallies.
You missed the fun yesterday. You weren't positioned short for FOMC and now you're trying for a reoffer and you just get pushed around.
Yeah, I see 560 for a short, but no.
I mean, now we're I mean, I'm just getting to the point where it's like, is this just a trend day? It's a Friday. It's Opex. I mean, yes, we could easily pull back down probably to something else, but How many trend days on Fridays do we scream from the mountaintop?
Yep.
Do not short a dull Friday rally.
Yep. Feel that, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It goes down, making new highs now.
Did that break
Yeah,
the streak?
shorting,
Was it
I
red
think,
yesterday, or did it close green?
I thought it closed red, but we were corrected. Someone in the chat said it closed green, so we got to throw it to the officials and get a head of.
Yeah, let the chat tell me.
Chat will be the arbiter on this one.
If I'm looking at daily candles, it's red.
All right, so that's 10 days in a row. Thank you, Jay. Coach Jay makes the decisions around here. We're going with that.
How about the Rusty leading today?
Is it pushing the upside?
Mm-hmm.
Really? And who did
Oh,
Tim
Rusty.
B on with us? Tim B was on with us the other day trading the Rusty, and I do believe, yes, we got more Tim B coming up today after Tuckman. Tim B, see how he's doing with Rusty. What's up, Nick?
There's something ingrained in my brain that I'm just my red button is the only thing I'm allowed to push on the Rusty. I just can never consciously long that.
I love
index.
it. I love it. I totally get why too.
Not with a 4.5 10-year, according to Jack.
Makes perfect sense.
This thing is going to go when it breaks above 5.
I think it's going to pop.
35.
Pop.
This is going to pop.
All the shorts.
Do we go to 6,000? Yes.
Will Nick for Tick be chucking a chair? Bobby Knight style, man.
That would be
Where's the pop?
SPX. That needs to be like another 100 points.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Come on,
Or
SPX. Let's do it.
85 points. I mean, we could do it. It's not that far off for us to close at that massive option strike for the entire last quarter.
79, 59, 80s. We're going to take the top off this thing, Randy Moss style. 21,550. Here they go. Pull up in the chat. Do you believe in that quote Santa rally? Yes, no, or no, just Santa. Do you just believe in Santa? That's a good one. All right, here we go. Another leg higher.
80s, you were right, Trey. So I think I've said this on Topstep TV before as well. Again, anything we say here is for educational purposes only, not a suggestion to take a trade. But if you listen to what Andre says,
yeah, listen to what I say.
my man knows what he's talking about.
Blind squirrel.
480s. Like you said, Dre, we are in the markets more, but I mean, I know what you're doing there, but you're here watching them with us every single day and not having to make the decision, so you can just make clear reads. Pretty on point there with that 480.
Thanks. I got a feeling we'll get another chance. Look, I mean, okay, well, here you go. The buyers wanted to take it. Sellers stepped. Man, they are just making this hard for both sides right now. They're making it very difficult for both sides. Unless you got into that Goolsby rally, which all the shorts were burnt. Nick took a short. He was burnt. Couldn't believe, and all the longs were burnt from the previous 2 days. So anyone that's been long the last 2 days has gotten absolutely smoked. Then the shorts that came in there, like Nick, they got rolled. I mean, very, very tricky.
Yeah,
very, very tricky.
The market is not playing my book today, so I wouldn't try anymore. Actually, I tried to go along this rally 1, 2, 3 times. Only one of them went to my target immediately, and the next one took me out and ran again. So the market is playing against me, against my strategy. So it's the time to just look it out and look for another day.
We got here. Crude large orders on the ladder there. What do we got? CL5. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Do we ever? Hello. Crude ladder. 250 offered at $69.18. 230 offered at $69.25. Shout out to CL Trader. Appropriately named in the chat. Huge orders on the upside. Big time. Wow.
I did get stopped out of that nat gas trade, so I am down 1,100 on this combine here.
See, 1,100. Yeah. Now the longs thought we were going to actually break out. Longs thought we were going to break out.
Gold going right back to that
Here we
kind
go.
of 2650 spot that we've just been consolidating in for the last few weeks. Keep falling back into that area and then chopping around. So if you were long off that low, this is where you start peeling, because it may just get choppy.
Keep an eye on that. It was 69.19 crude. What was that CL trader? I guess I can pull up the ladder. I'm guessing it's still there. Oh, yeah. Man, look at crude. Crude, just a nice, orderly ladder. Pre-COVID, crude was the NASDAQ. Crude's very tame these days. Where's Dolby? Well, when we have Dolby on here, we'll talk about how wild. Crude used to be the most popular trade product at Topstep for a long, long time. Probably for the first 8 years, it was crude traders. And I'll say COVID happened, post-COVID, everything went into the NASDAQ. Now crude just chills. Crude's a range-bound trade.
Yeah, it's insane the range it's been in.
Yeah. And wasn't like that for a while. Now crude just see these 200 lots sitting on the book. That wasn't a thing back before COVID. It's wild. It's awesome to see how these markets change and shift. Volatility change. See, all right, now the longs in the NASDAQ, they're just like, thought they had the tiger by the tail. Maybe these
The
are
volume's starting to slow down a little bit here.
It is.
Coming into 10 o'clock.
One collective breath.
Yes, rolled into yesterday's range.
Yep.
And kind of rejecting so far. NQ did too, right off the 30-minute opening range low there.
Ooh, look at that. Sellers are going to say is this the seller's one last shot? A puncher's chance. The sellers win this one, then it's just like all bets are off. How do you trade this thing? Seriously. Look at that, man. If they can sell this thing. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it is tough.
This is very, very difficult.
You cannot see any trend until it's happened.
Yep. For now. Yep. Keep the stops tight. That's what Nick for takes. Keep the stops tight. Man, we're one trade away. One good trade away.
I mean, that's 30 points with my sizing for to get back to break even on the day. So it's like that's a
one trade away.
Trade.
Yep. He's one base hit away from getting it all back to tied up. It's pro trading, folks. That's why he's number 4 on the big board. 21,520. 21,520 on the NASDAQ. At the ES, 59.73 last trade high of the day. We're about $8 off. 8 points off the highs there. Dow looking to break that 10-day losing streak. Come on, Dow, you can do it. And gold, that 5-minute chart in gold is just very, very pretty uptrend. Crude just sits at the same price. That's so wild to see crude just tame, no volatility.
It's been a nightmare to help people do prep for the last 3 months. On Sundays, I look at it. I'm like, guys, what do you want me to tell you? Like,
Nick,
we're in like a $4.4 range on crude. I'm like, play the edges. Like Nick Dolby's probably in a great time if he's trading this. But I'm like, fade 72, buy 67s. There's nothing else to do. Don't trade the middle of it.
Well, it's not going to get there for a couple days, Nick. Well, I know. He said don't trade the middle. Pick and choose. But yes, absolutely. Make sure to check out Nick every Sunday on the reopen 5 p.m. Before 5 p.m. Central. Nick, when you go on, tell us a little bit about the weekly kickoff.
We do mark kickoff every Sunday at 4:45 Central Time. I know it's probably early for some people, but Globex does open at 5 p.m. there. So check it out if you haven't. We have some fun. It's only an hour. We talk about the big four. We go through a rough plan for each one for the week. We talk about some options. We talk about earnings, and we do a little Q&A. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, please feel free. It's a good hour. Jay's always hanging out, so we have a good time.
Here we go.
Right before the breakout. Coach Dakota show. There's the breakout.
There we go. Finally.
That flagging pattern held pretty nicely.
Did. And people are asking, you know what the flagging, basically what those flagging patterns do is just a bunch of shorts coming in, trying to call the top. That's how I read it. That's how I've always seen these flags. The shorts just trying to say, all right, we're not going higher, not going higher. They run out of ammo, and then the bulls come in and say, like, no, we're going higher again, and then they start puking, stops go off, and it just fuels the rally even higher. That's how I've always read, understood how these bull flags, how the breakout actually occurs. It could be wrong, or it might be another interpretation. That's how I've always seen it. All right, last trade, 21,576, new highs in NASDAQ.
And we're sitting right at, what is this? This is November's value area low on ES. And this is kind of where we rejected the retest yesterday on the NASDAQ too, I believe. Wasn't it around 60, like 600 and something? Yeah. But I don't know if I'd be the first person to want to fade this right now.
I agree. All right, we're pumping higher here.
Yeah.
Mohammed's just watching. These guys are just being patient, guys.
Yeah.
We just got to be patient. Like, we got Mrs. Bankster in the chat saying, we need some trades on, guys. They haven't put any trades on. It's very tricky. You touch the stove a lot, your hand gets burnt. It's very, very tricky around. Yes, it looks like a clean rally. It ain't that clean. It really is not that clean.
I just got long 2 micros just to kind of test this out. Again, I'm trading this in a combine, and I'm just trying to determine how I could trade this because I look for a lot of confirmation in my trades for pullbacks. But now that we've gotten the breakout of that flag, just trying to go with some of the momentum up to 21,600. So I'm long 2 micros, 21,580 and a quarter.
Let's just hold it.
To see if we continue. Yeah.
Just hold it.
I think where my stop should go on this is below that consolidation of that flag, right? Yeah. Kind of down here, right around 480s, right? If we get back to those 480s, Dre.
Agree. Unless some news enters.
Guys, this is where you don't fade this. You look for a place to buy it.
Yep.
All right, J long 2 micros, 21,580 last trade, 21,600 sprint now. All right, S&P's closing in on 6,000. S&P futures, that is 59.92. Look at the tilt, 70. All right, with the Sims long too, 72% long in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, I think we are looking to 21,700 as a target for those buyers. This is the high of yesterday, 21,700. I'm looking at the daily, and this is giant green candle on the day. So this high could be a nice target for the buyers today. Testing the previous.
Nick, you got that chair ready?
I mean, we need another 70 points on SPX.
Okay, SPX. Yeah,
2% day, 2% up day. So if we did it, that'd be the stupidest I've seen in a long time, but it would not surprise me. We were making jokes the other day. It's like, I think even early parts of yesterday, it's like, do you buy a 600 SPY call that expires for Friday for this type of move? Because you just knew that the sellers would fumble at some point, that they don't have the enough skin in the game to really want to sell this.
They how do you say? I don't want to. They emptied the clip. I don't like that word. They exhausted.
I mean, I covered. Like I said, my swing was for January. I covered all of it within an hour. I opened it on like at the end of last week, and I covered it on Wednesday before the close. Like I was not holding this for to zero kind of thing. Like you take your points when you can when you're on the short side, because that's how this market has been all year.
Correct.
Mo, I'm curious. What are your moving averages saying right now?
Moving average today is just whenever the area, if you can see here, even I tried the 1,000 tick chart and the 2,000 tick chart, the same. Let's say I wanted to buy this pullback, after hitting 540. Now, I got a signal in here. It didn't work. Another signal here. It didn't work. And then the market jumped without a signal. So I don't have a buy signal in here. I had one here. It went through. Only 1-to-1, barely 1-to-1. And then another one, not working. And the market jumped again without the signal. We can see it here as well. The market jumped without a signal. Here, jump without a signal. So the market is not playing my book today. I have a signal right now, right here, to go long at 603. 603 with a stop at 80. So I will do this in the practice account.
80.
I'll just do
I
it
took
in the
one of
practice
those off
account and see.
on that move back below 600. I took one off, but I'm going to leave the other one.
Yeah, and this one should target 630. Let's see how it goes. Usually when practice account, it goes smoothly. So
Ace. Again, we got Jerome joining us. Jerome, Mr. Jerome, Dr. Jerome, that is. Those that are friends with him, you call him Dr. Jerome. Dr. Jerome will be joining us this afternoon on Topstep TV. 1:15 Central Time, 2:15 Eastern Time. Probably going to be around 8:15 his time in France. Joining us from Lyon, France. Lyon, France. He is a doctor, neuroscience doctor. He's joining us talking about the mental, the brain. He is also a live funded trader here at Topstep. He is also up $3,400 today. $3,400 today. Trade. He's trying to cure Alzheimer's, guys. This guy knows some. This guy knows things. He's too smart to be trading. Here he is, joining us at Topstep TV. That's what's the best thing about this community. People from all across.
In trading, you don't need to be smart, by the way. Sometimes being smart is the wrong thing that to do.
Overthink things, Mohammed. You overthink.
You need to be disciplined. You need to be to know how to manage risk. That's it.
Seeing some size on the books here in the S&Ps. Right around that 600, 55,
What is that?
99 half up to 6,000. There's about 1,000 contracts sitting there. And then shout out to one of the traders, JD, in the chat. On Wednesday, FOMC day, on that huge move down, biggest order that we saw in the S&Ps was 2,500 contracts at 60.40. It got filled, right? It was 2,500 contracts on the bid at 60.40. So just keeping that in mind, I'm actually seeing a 600 lot up at 60.46 half right now. So if we continue to push, just keeping that 60.40 area in mind. Looks like we are kind of making another flag here. Could we get the measured move? I'm going to do the Anne-Marie style measurement.
Whose phone is that? Whose phone? Mohammed, is that your phone?
No.
Nick, is that your phone? Whose phone is that?
No.
Someone's phone keeps ringing. It ain't mine. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. I don't mean to be distracting. Someone's getting blown up. Someone's getting texted left and right.
Margin is calling.
What a trader nerd joke. What a trader nerd. I love it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Margin. Gosh. Joke of the day right there. Yeah, that was hey, who's got the sim? I like that.
Eddie's not here. I had to do it.
No, nice job. I like that. I sounded like a librarian there. I did indeed. I accused the oldest guy in the panel. Stop it. Get out of here, chat. David Green, somewhere in the house, yeah.
Do we take out the previous day high on ES to, what is it? 605s? 6,005s?
I think so, man. I think so. So what I'm looking at now, if this momentum continues to the upside, again, you know, do we get some sellers to come in here to continue this move?
I mean, I'm sure we just did on the NASDAQ, kind of trying to short 600s. So there's definitely fuel here.
Or fuel to the upside, Nick?
I could see it because I would have tried. I probably would have taken a stab short there for a scalp off like 610s. So I could see that one being where I tried to fade this move again, and it just
they're eating
kind of gets me excited, drops under 600, and then blows me through.
Oh, we are past the top out. Man, things are moving back fast. New highs, 21,622. Again, the buying started around Call it the
Yeah,
200s, 280s. 280s, so we're up
The
about
t-
240 points since the buying party got started. What's up, Mo?
the practice trade is reaching the target already.
Yeah, of course, right?
So that gave two signals actually until it decided to go to the target,
Okay.
which is
Yeah,
620. Not yet, 628. Still hanging on there. 628, 620. Yeah, 628.
628. All right, let's see if we can keep pushing higher here.
That
got a Friday rally.
required 22 points of risk and 25 reward. Not yet.
It's his personal signal, Tashi. They say, why Mohammed keeps saying signal, not financial advice. It's his personal signal for him to pull the trigger, not for anyone else. This is all his discretion.
Yeah.
Come on,
This is
come on.
strategy signal. It's
This isn't for you.
my
This is
strategy
for him.
signal.
He's talking about his personal trading. No, we're not doing any gotchas out here. We're not doing that. All right, let's go to JD. JD, we got some payout numbers. Everyone wants to, they're trying to like, yeah. All right. Wow, look at this. 6,000s print. Hello. In the ES, we're about 140 points off the lows. Yes, my gosh. And we are up 600 points in the NASDAQ off the lows. What a trade. All right, JD, come on in. We got some payouts.
Let's knock these out real quick. Yesterday's live funded payouts. We've got Hector $78.60, Joseph $4,000, Samuel $3,200, you're on $2,670, and Walter with $1,200. These guys are all taking money out of their live funded accounts. Nice job paying yourselves going into the end of the year. A couple bucks in the pocket always feels good if you're taking a little break at the end of the year. Nice job to all these traders. You want to do hot streaks real quick while I'm in here too?
I want to do hot
knock
streaks.
these out.
I want to do hot streaks.
Let's do it. Give me 1 second.
We're gonna close
Do these up.
We're
going to close out the book on the stats for the week. Here are yesterday's funded trader hot streaks. We've got Ali. Ali is still hanging in there. Made $60 trading the MNQ yesterday. Now 63 days worth $5,332. Ali is the overall leader. The record is now 63 since we moved away from the Lesher's record of 93. The Lesher's never
93 days. July to November.
Lesher's never eligible for a payout, but
was not.
I think about him every day. I miss him so much.
Same.
Steven at 60 days now worth $2,318. Jacqueline made it back again. 35 days now worth $7,859. Jamie, new to the list, 35 days now at worth $2,063. And Gnome, 29-day ripper worth $8,296. There are your funded trader hot streaks. We're going to start separating these into XFA and live accounts too. I'm going to get a little bit of a bigger data set on the live traders. We're going to make some changes to this in the new year.
I don't think I've ever had a streak longer than. I don't think I've ever had 6 days in a row.
It's not easy.
I had 10 while I was having the baby, and
did you really?
Then we switched moved over to TopStep X for my live account and got a little too excited day one, and that ended real quick.
Yeah. Life was so good.
I was like in timeout for like 5 days of my live account and then just jumped in way too fast.
Cannonballed.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just not ideal.
Who's getting texted? Who's blowing? Who's supposed to blow? Whose is it?
That's mine.
Mohammed, you're popular. Mohammed, you are so popular. All your fans from across the globe are watching you. Saying, Mohammed, we see you on TV. We see the markets are rallying right now. I love you, Mo. Hey, crude popped here, $69.37. I believe those order blocks to the upside did get taken out in the crude. CL trader, if you're in there.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Look at this.
Jay still working this long now.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
I will trail it as I do.
Yeah. Just hold it.
Another flag breakout.
Yeah.
So now what I'm thinking about on this is my stop was below that initial flag. Could I move it up to the base of the next one?
The next
but
flag,
we're
Jay.
just going
Beautiful.
to keep going.
Beautiful.
Yep. We're just going to keep
Yep.
going.
Yep.
I was just doing a
Let's
quick
just
review
unwind
of my
F1C.
S&P
Why
trade.
not?
Yeah, I think so, Nick. I was just doing a quick review of my S&P trade, right? I was long at 59.18 and thinking, was my stop too tight? And where I would have set it was 2 ATRs, which was down here at this 59.02. So I would have gotten stopped out either way. The thing about this trade was just getting back in, right? Right idea, wrong timing. Just get back in the same trade if it presents itself. But this is a hell of a move here. 60/40s in the S&Ps. Watch that price.
Here we go. Oh, I love this comment. Me and my wife both locked out with our personal daily profit targets this morning. All Jason and Amber love Topstep. Jason and Amber, Topstep loves you. Have a great weekend. Happy holidays to you and yours, as they say. Love seeing that. Me and my wife. Husband and wife trading it up together. Great to see. All right, we're pushing higher. 60-10, new highs. Sellers have fought the good fight. They fought the good fight for about 2 days and an hour into Friday.
I'm out from my long.
Yeah. Dow creeping higher. Dow's going to break that streak. NASDAQ, longs going into the weekend. I remember. Let me refresh the calendar one last time, see if any new speakers do pop up. Because like yesterday going into today, look at the speaker when I do my prep for the following day. There were no speakers on the calendar. Oh, look, they got Goolsby speaking. Goolsby is going to
do it again,
folks. 3 p.m. at the close. At 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. just for good measure. In case you didn't think he meant buy the damn equities, he's going to come out at 3 p.m. today, say buy some more damn equities. And for good measure, at 6 p.m. Central, it's like if you didn't buy, go buy it on Monday.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him. What's up, Jack? What do we? You'll see him walking around downtown Chicago every now and then.
I did have something interesting to say here, Andre.
Yeah,
you guys were talking earlier. Here, let me actually turn on. This is impromptu.
It's better when Jack's here.
That's nice. I'm full of the holiday spirit. So you mentioned earlier with Dolby talking about how when Topstep started, everyone was trading the CL, right?
Yeah.
Well, the reason they're not is because everyone likes their leverage and wants to trade the biggest contract. So I went back. All right. Yeah. This week, back in 2012, crude oil was trading at $90 a barrel. All right. At 1,000 contracts, that means it was worth $90,000 nominal per contract. Right now, it's worth $69 a contract. So the price doesn't change much. It's about the same. Now, the interesting thing is the NDX in December of 2012 was at what price, Andre?
In 2012, what was 5,000? No, 8,000, 10,000. No. What was
it? Didn't hit 10,000 until like COVID rally.
No,
it was at, yep, it was at 2,600.
Hey, real quick, Jack, we got a 500 lot here. We got a 500 lot here in the NASDAQ. 500 lot offered at what's that price, Jay? 21,000. I can't. Oh, filled. Later. Adios.
Just ran through.
Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
50s.
What was
All right.
it?
It was at 2,600, which means the nominal value.
That's all it was? Oh, now I see.
Which means the NQ was worth less nominally than the CL. It was only worth 52 grand. Last word of the day at 21,000, whatever we're at now. Each NQ contract is worth $425,000, almost 10 times as much. So that is why our friends, both degenerates and non-degenerates, I love you too.
Mostly degenerates.
Have switched to the NQ because the NQ contract is worth like 9 times what it was back in the day. So there you go.
Great insight, Jack. Man, there you go. There's your wow. Very illuminating. Sure. That was great stuff, Jack. Great stuff right there. There you go, folks.
Well, I'll be back later with some more great stuff.
Look at him just dropping the mic on after that one. Nice job, Jack. 21,000. What was that price, Jay?
642 it got filled. 642. Yeah.
500 lot. My goodness. And it just gobbled it up. Nothing stopping this rally right now. The 500 lot, that ain't going to do the trick. What will, man? That's, I can't tell you the last time I seen a 500
Guys, remember
lot.
when I sold 270s?
Nice stop. Nice, great stop.
Great stuff. That's a winning trade, Nick.
Gotta hit that reverse
winning trade
instead.
when I sold 270, that was smart, man. It's the thing to do because 270s.
It was the top of the
range.
range. It was the top of the range. It was still in the first like 30 minutes. We were still kind of figuring things out, and then the breakout happened. So it wasn't like it was like I was fading the trend just yet, but dang.
Yeah.
Hit that reverse button, man.
Yeah. Wow.
50% of the move down from Wednesday in the S&Ps is 60-27 quarter. And then again, I'm still, I think this is going up to that 60-40 level at least, where that order traded out on Wednesday.
We got Euro close in 6 minutes. 6 minutes till London closes. And then, hey, oh boy, little early Christmas from us here at Topstep. If another VIP check-in coming here at the bottom of the hour. Yes, you heard it. Go tell everyone in Discord, on the social media, everywhere. Text your friends, call your friends, FaceTime your friends. Text Mohammed. Say Mohammed.
I wonder what Bosby
Look at this,
did
300
say
lot.
exactly. You know, what
300
words
lot,
that he was using.
Yep. 666 a quarter.
Size. Watch them just they're gonna smoke right through it.
They're gonna run through it.
No problem. Hot knife through butter. Ooh, do we run away this time?
I think Santa was the one that was buying at 60-40 in the S&Ps. There we go, Phil.
Nothing's gonna stop this market. I've seen 800 lots in this market. 800 lots in this NASDAQ just getting smoked. This is a power rally.
Running.
Just power rally. John Jones says, why the heck would I tell anyone? Sure, let's get more competition, reducing my chances of getting fair enough. I see the strategy behind that. From my point of view, from my perspective, we want everyone to tune into Topstep TV, man. Come on, we're trying to do this for a promotion too, guy. We want people to watch us. You guys, VIP check-in or scouting form check-in, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That timer will be going on. I'm not going to say just yet how long that form will be open for.
Jay, I'm looking at this, and if we continue to kind of do a Friday insanity, this is probably going towards 810s. Last week's
810s in the NASDAQ, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 850 is 50% of Wednesday. Right now we're at the 20-day moving average, which is at 673. Yeah, I agree with you, Nick.
Talking about this.
Why? Yeah. What do you see at? You said 810s, Nick. What do you see up there?
We'll see.
Why 810? You guys,
it's just it's last week's value area low, and it's basically the top end of this very large high volume node that we see here. So a lot has traded there the last 2 weeks.
Excellent. Question from James Hansen. For this one, I'll direct this for Nick for a tick. Where is Max Payne for Opex?
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't use Max Payne.
What does that mean?
I would imagine.
What's Max Payne mean?
It basically means when I believe the best way to look at it is where like the premium sellers will win.
Puke. Oh, they will win. Oh, okay. I see.
It's where they have to pay out.
We're sorry, Jack, go ahead.
Yeah. What Nick's saying is right. It's basically if you held all the premium where you would want it to close.
See.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. No, that's my phone. No, that's my CNBC talking.
May get a little bit of a pullback here, right? Because we are filling some of these bigger orders up here. You still need some convinced buyers to push us through. So where was that got filled at? Down at 642s. So if I'm looking at the NASDAQ and I'm
666s and 642s.
Yep. So if we get a pullback, I want to see that 642 hold if I'm still long in the NASDAQ. I'm still long this one micro. I'm just going to hold this, but we are coming up to some potential resistance here. We still haven't taken out previous day high in the NASDAQ, which was at 698. And we're seeing some offers get filled up here at these highs. So just selling is okay. We just need to see new buyers continue to come in.
We got what do we got? A minute, 15 seconds. Call it 2 minutes. 2 minutes till London close. Joe Black says, they mentioned the VIP check-in? Yes, we did. We'll do it right after it closes. No kidding, Dwayne. Isn't that funny how they did that?
Sellers trying.
Mo, are you still in that long, or did you cut it?
No, I cut it. I got another. I got another long, another good signal, which worked just fine. Yeah. Now also still keep looking for signals. Still buyers has control. Yes, we see some sellers coming from the high now, making somehow of lower low in here, but no signal is shown yet.
No signal.
No strategy signal. So.
Let's take a look at some of these other markets here. Talking about gold. Let's trade 26.45. Gold with 40-point range today. We're about $9 off the highs. Again, last trade 26.44. High of the day 26.53. Crude up on the day last trade. Ooh, 69.33 last trade. About 10 cents off the highs there. In what do we got? About $1 range in gold, or I'm sorry, crude today. Crude, I should say. The Dow looks like it's going to break the 10-day losing streak. 10-day losing streak.
Still a lot of day left.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking like Jay, if the sellers just one last, like off the top rope, just one last try. You know, like in wrestling when the guy's all bloodied and battered and limping and just like when the Undertaker
right before that 3 count.
Yep. Yeah, right before that 3 count. The Undertaker comes out of his
throws
casket
his arm up
just one last time. Dre, hey, Hoog, Dre, you think I kid about cattle? Show me cattle. What's the cattle symbol? What is it? What's the symbol for cattle?
LE. I mean, great move.
I miss lean hogs.
Wow. Hoop. Yeah, man. Look at that rally. Power rally in the hogs, man. Jeez. Jimmy Superfly Snooker, you get a hoop. Oh, man. Just flying through the air. They've gobbled up the buyers again, or the sellers.
Yeah, this is, I don't see, kind of wish I was in this trade where in a funded account or my personal accounts, but I don't see much of a reason to get out of this at all, right, Dre? You've been saying it.
No.
Just hold it.
Working.
You're
Next flag. Just walking up to the next
flag.
Exactly.
Just keep following it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone that sold, anyone that had any inclination, reason to sell, any stop, long term, short term, they all blew the wad, so to speak, in the last day, 2 days, and now it's just like, all right.
And we still have the potential for more because somebody might still be short from yesterday's high in the NASDAQ, which we're about to take out. We may see some more covering from there, right? We've seen it in the S&Ps already. And again, I keep thinking about that 60-40 level.
I bought more SPY, more or triple Qs today.
You bought more, you said?
Yeah, I rotated out of fixed income and bought more equity. I mean, yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah, you have to. It's John Jones. There's another phrase for it, but blue wide is a little bit more PC. Euro closed. Anyways, okay, let's get right to it. I think it is time. The time has arrived for the. All right, are we good to go? Check. Jack, Gabe, are we good to go? Give me a thumbs up back there if we're gonna do this VIP.
Hey, well, here's the thing, Andre, and always.
I know
it's never any good when I say here's the thing. Okay.
Yes.
We're on borrowed time right now. And I don't mean that in an existential way, like about life or something like that.
Well, that too.
Our software in the main box here is completely frozen and non-responsive, but somehow the stream continues to go on. So here's what we could do. We're going to, in all likelihood, at the end of fast markets, cut this stream and start a new one. Until then, we can switch your charts and stay in this view, but we can't bring any graphics. That's why you hear me in the background. So how's that sound? Can we do that for 20 minutes?
Doesn't sound like we have an option. Yeah, well, that's what we got to do. We're like a zombie right now. You can't kill us. You can't kill the stream.
Guys, I cannot believe the stream is still running at the moment. So, it's a miracle.
A Christmas miracle. What do we do here? Right, we're still
Christmas
chugging
miracle
along.
was the long off the low, I guess.
What, 200s, 200. Remember those people
someone
came selling
saved Christmas.
Santa Claus
After
rallies
Jay Powell
back.
tried to ruin it.
Yeah, he did try ruining it. His buddy Goolsby says, "I got you, Jerome. Hold my beer. I got you." The machine.
Somebody just forgot his hand on the buy button.
Yeah, Tom Lee fell asleep on it, clearly.
Running like this bull rally. Seriously, Robbie, look at this thing go. Where it stops, no one knows. Yeah, we got no more numbers for the rest of the. Chat's having fun.
Hey,
give us
6,000.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Those size offers were 642 and 666.
Yeah, 666 quarter and 642. Yep.
Jay, how's your long
Well,
looking?
John Jones. Yeah.
It's looking great.
Are you in profit?
I moved it up. I'm at
Okay.
632 right now. So if that 642 that we saw fill doesn't hold, then I'll get out and maybe just get back in if we continue. But yeah, I moved it up. And again, I said I took this trade on the combine. I don't normally like these trades because you're kind of buying the breakout. But I'm taking this as information, right? This might be something that I add to a playbook that I don't normally take.
The play is
it's
just
something I'm trying to get better
math.
at myself too. Is just buying that for this type of explosion after. I'm terrible at it.
Right.
We're unwinding the last 2 days. I think that's why I
Exactly.
don't blame you guys for trying to get short. I 100% apologize. I 100% want to try to get short. Like Mohammed too. I'm like, let's see what these buyers got. Let's see if these buyers, we have the buyers have been on the ropes the last 2 days. Bloody, battered, bruised, man. They were wobbling, stumbling around. We know in the end that the buyers always have more ammo than the sellers. So eventually the sellers, they ran out of juice.
They were just waiting for the liquidity from the overnight session. Like they had to wait for like Asia and London to finally sell us down. Be like, all right, now it's time.
Fine. Yep. Fine. The sellers can win. That's why, sellers can win the battle, but the buyers always win the war. Keep that in mind. Here we go. New highs. 21,692. 693 is last new highs on the day. I mean, this is just a zombie rally. 60.22 in the ES.
So from the low, it's 700 points today.
There goes yesterday's high.
So that 1,000 could be reached, in no time.
We're 40 points away from me throwing a chair. Didn't think it was possible. Chat said no way.
Anything is possible.
Be honest, Nick, do you have a chair in mind at your office, your house, that if you had to, you have a beach chair, or do you have?
No, I do a beach chair that I'm going to probably use. But no, I make this joke every once in a while that if X happens, I will do Y, and it usually ends in me throwing a chair kind of thing. I need to buy some of those like cheap fold-up chairs from Costco just to have them ready.
Yes. Oh my gosh! Look at this. 719.
Here is we're at 50% of yesterday's Wednesday's move in the S&P's 60.27. Again, that's 60.40.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that order a little bit. And again, we never know the intentions of a market participant, but when you see somebody put 2,500 contracts out, they're doing something, right? That's not a little bit of inventory. They're hedging, whether they might be a longer term hold position. And the way I like to think about it is, if I see 2,500 contracts, that person's probably willing to buy or have a position that's 5x that at the least, right? So if I'm buying at 60.40, I might be okay with a pullback because the rest of the inventory that I'm going to continue to buy might be lower, right? So then when we push back up to these prices, I want to see how the market responds around this area, right? Because we had some people, when we talked about it the other day, they're like, oh man, they bought at 60.40s. They're definitely underwater. That's not somebody with small pockets, right? So, just interesting to look at. Again, it doesn't matter really to know what happened. It doesn't, but I like to kind of build stories around some of the positions that we see in the markets because it helps dictate some trades.
I think these guys were spot on trying to get short one last time this morning. 100%. No, I hold it 100%. Because you knew if it was going to go big again. Third day, 3 days in a row. Can you imagine what the selling would have been like today? It would have just been complete, just carnage. Absolute right played. And it didn't. It didn't materialize. Fine. Lesson learned. But you weren't bucking. You weren't fighting the trend. Look at this. New highs. 60.28. 60.29 new highs in the S&Ps. 21,732. I mean, this week is just the last full trading week of the year. What more could you ask for? At least it's summer doldrums.
Now the only thing to complete just the stupidity would be like a massive unwind for options for something stupid. Like that's if it happened, it shouldn't shock anyone. But I would not be shocked if we just keep going up too. No. 6,000 or bust apparently. Get the chairs.
Mohammed, what are we thinking, Mohammed?
Yeah.
These last 3 days, Mohammed.
I got the feeling today is a short covering rally, actually. I mean,
you think so?
Don't see a strong, it's short covering rally.
I think it was long. I think it was long liquidation. I think all the longs were getting liquidated the last 2 days, and this. Okay, you could be. Hey, we could both be right. But yes. Wait, a short cover? Is a short covering 700 points off the lows? That's okay. I mean, you could be right.
I mean, the dip was bought in Nvidia too.
Fair enough.
You can see the daily chart. It's obvious this rejection, the strong rejection of 1,000 tick. Yes, we have this dip lower. However, the market is still bullish on a daily chart. We did nothing.
Yes. Always, Mohammed.
And this one. But what sparked the rally today is the short covering. A lot of people are short from, I don't know where, they keep shorting and their stop gets smashed, which pushed the market even higher. So that would help also for the recovery of the market. Still bullish, even if you look at the weekly, it is more interested. The weekly just stopped at the area where they should stop, actually. Let me see the weekly here. This is not. Let me remove everything.
Oh, big time Friezo. Friezo. These people, they know these moves are very, very rare. These do not happen. These happen 1 to 2 times a year, 100%. This is Jerome Powell. This is all because of Powell and the FOMC. Go ahead, Mo. Very rare.
So that was the recent high, the recent all-time high, which has a huge correction. Look at this candle. Okay, it is similar to what we are seeing on a daily today. And now the correction was just to test that high to confirm me moving even more stronger.
You guys, when we have Powell on here, you guys are like, oh, shut this guy up. Yeah, man, this is why. You got to listen. We have to listen. As boring as it might be, as much as we like to goof on them, like, giving you the playbook. We got to listen to these Fed speakers as boring as they are. 22,000. Andres Hernandez calling for 22,000s. Economy. I mean, if we got there.
810s.
Yeah, that's what we're calling for. Hey, we got to pull them.
810, 6050.
60-50s.
Yeah, so I'm really curious now to see what happens at the 60-40 level that we talked about in the S&Ps, because that is where that order got filled. We're 5 points away from it right now. We see some orders out there. There's about 700 contracts around that area.
More buying.
See what happens here.
More highs. Up almost 800 points off the lows in the NASDAQ. Look at the S&Ps up 100 and quick math, 150 points off the lows. 160 points off the lows. Mr. Goolsby, job well done. 21,780.
Not going down without a fight.
No, and hey, yeah. We were trading 5,800s, 5,874s in the S&Ps. My gosh. I'll never see those prices again. 21,780.
And just like that, Andre confirmed the bloodbath of Christmas Eve in 2024.
Yes. Oh, tune in to TopstepTV.
Never see these prices again. You may not be wrong, man.
Oh
That's
my
what's
gosh.
crazy with how
Not that
fast we can V out of some of these like small corrections that we get. You had 1 day to buy it.
Yeah.
60-40 ends up being the high of the day. That's insane.
Why? The dead ass high? Why? What's
because of the 2,500 contracts we saw get traded out there on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
40. And it's the high ticket. I don't think it's going to hold, but if it does, that's insane.
2,500 lots on Fed Day. Yeah, I remember that, Jay. Nice. Did you write that down or did you commit that to memory? Be honest.
It's memory, man. We don't see those often, so it's easier to remember.
That's true.
There we go. Trading above it now. Also, making the case for trading micros. I'm still, again, this is a combine. I'm still in a one lot. That one lot micro is up $400, and I got into this trade late. So I know people, and again, today is an anomaly day. We don't really see trends like this, but you don't have to trade big size in these moves.
Are we really going to hit 810 before we even get off fast markets? I thought that was like a Powell hour thing. If something stupid was
We're what, 30 points away?
I could have just longed it and been fine.
30 points away, man. Oh my gosh.
We were talking about that at like what, Jay? Like the breakout that happened to like 720s?
Yep. Yeah. It's a crazy move.
Just close your eyes and buy it. We are back.
Yeah.
Who is coming in to sell this right now?
Nobody.
Already did.
There's nobody on the
already did. Everyone in their sister that wanted to do any selling hit. Yeah. That's what gives you like. That's what's turning this into a runaway trade. Anyone that wanted to sell shorts, long liquidation, end of year, all of it. Any excuse.
Yeah, I really think it just came down to the last 2 days. Everybody and their mother was out of position, and now it's corrected. And everyone bought the dip that could.
There is some selling coming in at this 60-40 level. Seeing a couple hundred lots get filled in the S&Ps, and then we still have 672 sitting at 46, and they've been there pretty much all day. So we will see. I would definitely be thinking position management here. I'm going to trail my stop up on this. I'll give it to 700s. But yeah, we're definitely seeing some sellers coming in here now.
We are seeing some sellers. All right. Is this just some profit taking?
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
You still
Well,
okay?
The final Opex of the year. Live up to the hype and give us back some more volatility.
Oh, tune in. Power Hour to find out. Nick Fertick, you've done a reversal challenge before, correct?
I have done two. I think I did one with the team, and then Dakota and I did one. Jay, I think you were with us when we did the takeover that one day.
Yeah,
that was good.
did it. We did it with minis, so it was
doubling the position every 15 minutes.
You guys are crazy.
Yes, it was actually a lot of fun. And I couldn't figure out in time how to turn on a practice account, so I did it in Combine. And that Combine did not survive the next session.
Yeah, he will try. See the buyers trying now. I'm failing.
Yes, I will, John. Jones, I will. Casual 40-point pullback in the NQ. 7-point pullback in the ES. This pullback, I mean, off the highs.
You see the second try for the buyers. Might jump long if we see a strong green candle again. So it's just a trend. We are buying the trend after a pullback. Yeah, I'm long now. Would only stop at 42.75. Too tight.
Low risk trade.
What price are you long from, Mo?
53.75. The stop 10 points only.
Okay.
looking to visit the high again, keep going higher if the buyers have something on it. Otherwise, I will keep trying. Tight stop, so I have a chance to try again.
All right, how are we doing on the list back there? How are we doing on the list back there?
Well, what
I'm
we can
out.
do is we can't show any graphics at the moment, but I can talk through some live call-ups December 18th because they deserve
for you listening on the radio. For everyone listening on the radio, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's Andre and the Doge on 101.FL. All right.
Aww.
Top dog from December 18th is Matthew S. from New York. 2 people got called up, both from New York. Matthew S. starting balance will be $45,000 in the new live funded account. He traded the NQ. Also took 55 grand in payouts. Matthew S. is going to have a nice holiday season. Also want to mention small winners are big winners as well. Jacob G., also from New York, is going to be starting with nearly 4K in his live funded account. He also took about 12K in payouts from those accounts. Great job to Jacob. He's trading all sorts of products, doing a great job. And Andre, speaking of all sorts of products, you know what the real story is today?
Tell me, Jack.
I'm getting out of that GameStop trade.
No,
You're in
It's
a
happening.
GameStop trade?
I've been in a GameStop trade for 6 months.
Wait, was
That's
this
today.
the spread that you did?
He's been rolling it. He just kept rolling
I've been rolling. Maybe during power hour today, if I am flat by then, I will bring out the spreadsheet of like quite literally 40 different options I traded on this. But we're done.
Diamond
I'm
hands.
out. Good luck to the holders.
Jack, I love
You
the
are
fact
one
that
of
you have a
them.
spreadsheet for GameStop trades.
Amazing. Yes, we need to see this. Please, Jack. What a story. Well, you want to talk about carrying a story through the months into that year.
It had its highs and lows, and then it was boring for many months. But finally, today is the day it ends.
Can you be honest with us really quick, Jack? How hairy did it get back in like July or whatever? Did it get pretty tense?
It got hairy for one night. And that was how I got into this trade to begin with.
Well, that one fateful night.
One fateful night.
6 months later.
Andre, if they had just waited until I woke up to release that they were going to flood the market with shares, I would have made 5 times as much on this trade. But
oh my gosh,
it still worked out. But yeah,
good,
scary stuff.
Incredible. All right, a little bit of some consolidated. It's another flag. They're about to make another flag here.
Another try for the buyers. I joined them. I try the first one, didn't work. The second one didn't work. And this is the third one. So this is the difficult part of my strategy, that you have to keep trying small with a tight stop until it works. If it doesn't work and the sellers took control, you stop buying.
Sorry about that, Gabe. I was messing with the show sheet. I was messing with it. My bad, Gabe. Yeah, real quick. We do have Peter Tuchman coming up next. Check in with him. Oh man, I wish we could have checked in with him. I'm gonna wind him up. So you make sure you stay tuned in. I'm gonna wind him up. Let him go. I already know what I'm gonna talk to him about. Stay tuned for that. But before that, we're gonna have to restart the stream, everybody. We're gonna take a couple minute break. We gotta restart the stream. Don't forget about the VIP check-in as well. I'm going to tell Peter Tuchman to tell everyone, join Topstep VIP. I'm going to wind him up. He is the Perma Bull. I checked back in with him yesterday. All the Bears were having the last laugh, but today he's not. Here we go. Look at this. All right.
60-40s meant something to someone.
Hey. That's a Jayism right there. That's a Coach Jayism right there.
I mean, the biggest Opex of all time, I'd be sad if it was just a slow grind up Friday. I demand
I'm out of that long.
Is what I'm saying.
Nice trade, Jay. Nice trade.
Yeah, me too. I try 3 times, and this is what happens usually. We try, You try, and then the buyers comes without signal. And this is what happened today. Let me don't like the price action for my strategy. So usually what happened, buyers try, and they smash them down, and in 10 seconds the market just goes without giving me any signal to ride with them. So it's difficult.
Jay, can you pull up your time or your fills? How long was that trade duration wise from open to close? Just out of curiosity.
Good question. Let me check it.
Last trade 21,720. We're about 60 points off the highs in the NASDAQ. Seen some selling coming in here in the S&Ps as well.
Let's see,
That's
this was
exactly what we're
about
saying. So that's exactly what we're
45
saying,
minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Or is
a
this your
45
buy
minute
for the trip to 810?
Right.
Hey, if they say this, a lot of times say, well, where do we get in? Where do we get in? I want to get on the trend day. We look back on the day, hindsight capital. A lot of hindsight capital people are saying, well, this is your pullback. You could have bought, you draw your trend lines, all your nice, drawings on the chart. This could be the pullback. Taking a look at the tilt, nothing really showing. 50-50 in ES and the NASDAQ, 74% long in crude, 60% short in the gold. Again, we got Tuckman coming up next with his macro recap of the week. Then we got JD will give us a little morning recap. There's going to be plenty to talk about there. Interesting to see what he says there. Let's do some appreciation, though. Let's get out of here. We'll restart the stream. Still got VIP. We got Tuckman. We got JD in the house. Don't forget, we got Jerome this afternoon. He's up $3,500, $3,400 last we saw. Check out them, see how the trading went. Yeah, I figured Tim Tuckman's going to be running a little. Maybe we get JD. We'll figure it out behind the scenes. Anyways, let's go to appreciations really quick. Chat, tell us what you're appreciative for. This last full trading week of the year. What a way to close out the year. Anyways, I'm going to throw it to Mr. Nick for a Tick. Let's Nick for a Tick. By all means, welcome back. Great to have you here on Fast Markets. Check them out on weekly kickoff. Go ahead, Nick for a Tick, please. What are you thankful for?
It's good to be back. I'm thankful for, the opportunity to be on Topstep TV and have some fun with y'all. It was a little time away. I definitely missed everybody. So I'm thankful for that little bit of a break that I got to kind of take and become a dad. And I am also thankful for, this year that I've had and, what it's brought me and the opportunities that have presented themselves. So I'm just very thankful for kind of this year as a whole and kind of where we go from here. I'm looking forward to 2025. So thank you all. Thank everybody in the chat. It's been a wild year, but I've had a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much.
You the man, Nick. I guess we'll get more Nick for a Tick next week. Yes, next week. It is abbreviated week because of the holidays in there. We'll be off Tuesday and Wednesday. Everyone celebrate. Those that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. But yes, Nick for a Tick will be back next week. Let's throw it to Jay. Jay, what are you appreciative for?
Goodbye.
I'm appreciative of the community that we have here, everyone that's viewing. I've been on Topstep TV a good amount this week, kind of filling in for Dakota and things like that. So just appreciate everyone tuning in, asking questions, hitting that like button, subscribing, joining in here, man. Cheering us on for our good trades, telling us that we suck on our bad trades, all that stuff. You guys keep us coming back every day. So I appreciate that.
You the man. Mr. Mohammed, what do you think? Look at arms crossed. Look at arms crossed. He means business, folks. Mohammed, what are you thankful for today?
Yeah, I would like to throw a special appreciation today. It's for the peace that we have in our country, and this is coming from someone living his whole life in the Middle East. And when you see your country is surrounded by a lot of chaos and a lot of things that nobody wants to see in his country, in his life, and his kids. So I appreciate it for having almost a full life of peace and security in our country. And I'm very appreciative of that. When I see things outside around us, it's so horrible. It's so something. And I really hope that the coming 4 years of Trump or whoever is in the office or whoever is running the show, let's have some peace in this life. I mean, we are human. We like each other. We have differences, but we can live with that differences. So I appreciate for the peace. Hopefully that everybody is secured and safe. And appreciation for Topstep for having me this opportunity. This year was a wonderful year for me in trading side. and looking forward for the next year to be, you know, in the next level. Thank you very much.
Well said, Mohammed. Well said. All right, guys. That's going to do it for now. Again, we got Tuckman coming up. We're going to restart the stream. We're going to reshare that link. So, everyone, thank you guys so much. This is Top Step TV, baby. Let's go. See you guys in about 5 minutes.
Cool. Checking out a VMix.
Hold on,
cool.
guys.